Content Studio.
Absolutely.
See, I got the sponsor in there and everything.
That's a professional, Mace.
By the way, tomorrow, it's kind of remote-a-palooza this week. John is on till 2:30 today. Then I'm going to take over, and I'll do the Mason show for 15 minutes. No, for a half hour.
For a half hour. Wait, are you golfing, John? What are you
No,
doing?
I'm taking Lisa to the airport. 2:30, and then I'm picking up two people that are coming in. But Lisa's flight's at 4. She doesn't have bags, so I'm just taking her 2:30, dropping her off, and then I got 2 UCLA guys coming in. They land at 3:45.
Does she not like the 2 UCLA guys? And does want to be around?
Yeah, you guys shuffle around a lot.
Right.
No, she does like them, but she had 9 girlfriends up here over the weekend.
Oh, okay, so it's your turn.
So she's ready to go home, and one of my UCLA guys came in last night. So me and Lisa and my buddy, we all went out. Tonight we're just BBQing at the house because I want to watch Wemby.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is the biggest game of the year.
I think it is the turning point game. This is John, I've come around to exactly your way of thinking. The winner of tonight's game wins the series.
Totally agree with that, by the way.
Yeah, and it should be a lot of fun. I think we're going to track Ben down. He's going again tonight. He's going to be walking around the streets of New York. Were we able to get Momo, Mace?
She's promised that she's going to do it. She wrote a new piece on Wemby that's actually really interesting.
Did you read the whole thing?
I read the whole thing.
I don't believe you.
I don't believe that in the
I don't believe you.
Did you put it into ChatGPT?
No,
I'm going to give you a quiz on it and to see how far you read.
I am open to a quiz because I'll tell you what happened the other day. Momo was on, and she had written a piece about Jalen Brunson and the song New York, New York, and compared the Sinatra version to the Liza Minnelli version. And, John, I don't know if you remember this or not, but afterwards I said, yeah, the song New York, New York was written by Kander and Ebb for Liza Minnelli for the movie New York, New York with her and Robert De Niro in the late 70s. Then I go read her article. It's all there.
It's all says it all in there.
I actually summarized her article by accident.
Oh,
you inspired?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, wow.
She didn't notice, though. She didn't know. She thought you were just reading her story.
Yeah, she thought I was reading her story, and I was not. I was just,
just spouting your own knowledge.
Talking out of my ass, stuff I know. Stuff Mason knows. So anyway, I read this article today, and I will get her on at some point.
Okay.
She's probably at Madison Square Garden already.
Okay, Mace.
Yeah.
Are the sisters there?
Mace.
I'm
reading the article right now. Who is Edwin Booth?
He is the older brother of James Wilkes Booth.
No, John Wilkes Booth. You're close.
No,
He
John
was an
Wilkes Booth.
actor, and he founded a big center for actors in New York. And there's a statue in Gramercy Park that of
you
Booth
did read the
that
whole
Wemby
thing.
was
You
sketching.
did read the whole thing.
That's crazy.
There's no way I didn't read it,
Crazy.
right? I just didn't know that stuff.
I didn't read it, so I'm not going to even
It's a
try.
good story.
I bet it is.
One of the things I like about it, John, is, and I find this interesting, the idea of grounding yourself. Like in yoga, they talk a lot, 10 toes down, grounding yourself. When Wemby does his post-game press conferences, barefoot. He's barefoot. He wants to be grounded.
Really?
This is in Momo's piece. He
Wait,
wants to be grounded.
Why? So he doesn't
He's
want anything between his feet and the ground?
Exactly. He wants, 10 toes
So
down.
he's at
to
the
be grounded.
podium. He's
barefoot.
The
By the
Raiders.
way, he's not
also kinda gross.
using
The
his
Raiders-
size 21 slides.
Greg, who's that guy in the Raiders that never wears
Greg,
shoes? Is
who's
it
that guy
Max?
in the
He
Raiders
doesn't play for him
that never
anymore.
wears
I think it was
shoes?
Mac
He doesn't
Hollins,
play
right?
anymore.
Oh, that sounds
The old
right.
wide receiver who didn't wear shoes. Like, it
The
could
old
be
wide
the coldest
receiver
day of the year.
Like, it could be the
They could be
coldest
playing
day
in
of the
New
year.
England,
They could be playing
and
in
he
New
would show up.
England,
He'd walk off the
and he
bus
would
with
show
no
up- he'd
shoes.
walk
Look,
off the bus
Wemby can
with
do
no
whatever he
shoes.
wants as long as he keeps playing the way that he's playing. Then if it works, it works.
Yeah,
I don't
whatever's
know about
working. Just keep doing the same
It's also
thing.
kind of gross. Like you're walking through a
I
stadium
know, but he feels
filled
grounded.
with just gross stuff all over
How
the
can you
ground.
complain? It's
I'm not-
obviously
not.
clearly working.
Right. It's not. Well, that's not changing the way he plays on the
Well,
floor.
wait a minute.
Though.
No, it is.
No,
Routine.
by having no shoes
No.
on at a podium.
Routine is what guys thrive on. Routine.
Fair.
And if he
Fair.
all year long has done these press conferences without his shoes on, then you keep doing it.
When he's talking with Sedano on the floor, should he take off his shoes and talk to Sedano?
Sedano should ask him
To take him off.
Should ask him about
All right, I'm gonna
being
te-
barefoot. Yeah,
I'm gonna
definitely.
text him in the group chat.
Yeah,
and
I'm
see
sure
what-
Shadano is. I bet you Shadano couldn't pass a quiz about Ramona's article.
I don't think he could.
Yeah,
I'm very
impressed.
impressed.
You read the whole thing.
Yeah. Isn't that weird, though? But the older brother of the guy that shot Lincoln was an actor who, had a career in New York.
A good one.
A good one.
Yeah.
It's like my little brother shot the president, and I'm on stage. It's like the craziest damn thing.
That's
and by the
wild.
way, he was an actor, too.
John Wilkes Booth?
John Wilkes
Yeah.
Booth was an actor. So anyway, there's a little
History lesson
Lincoln
for everybody.
history,
Yeah.
little John Wilkes Booth for you to start the day.
So what are you cooking up there, John? You said you're going to do some barbecuing. What are you going to do?
We got steak, we got chicken, we got
corn
corn
on
on
the
the
cob,
cob,
we got broccoli, we got pie.
Nice.
And, we
What
got
kind of
bacon.
pie?
Are you
got
doing the
a-
cooking?
Yeah.
Oh, you're on the grill. Are you a good griller?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the only thing I can do. I can work a barbecue grill.
Yeah.
I'm not a good cook other than that.
Guys are good grillers.
Yeah.
That's like standard issue. You gotta. The guy at the grill is running the party.
It's
He's
the only
running
thing
the
I can
show.
do.
Yeah.
I can cook up like carne asada. That's it.
Yeah, I have no.
Greg,
Greg, you and I are
similar
similar
in cooking skill.
Yeah,
Very much so.
I got nothing. All right, BC says it's over. Congratulations on surviving your first before the growl.
This is not my first. But
Oh.
thank you.
Okay, coming up next for you, Mason and Ireland. We're all over the NBA Finals. Freddie Freeman, 2,500th career hit, all that stuff coming up for you on the radio, on the app, and here on the YouTube.
With Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. It's that classic throwback cotton candy flavor, but with zero sugar and a 5-hour energy boost. I keep these with me so I can tackle that sweet tooth with a tasty caffeine kick and no guilty sugary aftermath. Bring on the sweetness with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy Shots. Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. Available online at 5hourenergy.com or Amazon.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
ESPN 710, Los Angeles.
The biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland, is on for your Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah, Ireland, best show on the radio.
Here we go, the Wednesday, June 10th edition, the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland. It's a special day today with the Hall of Famers, because guess who has returned to produce the show and sit in for producer Emily? Yes, the dean of the Greg Bergman School of Content, Gregory Arthur Bergman, is here. He hosts the Blue Review, Bergie's 3 Things in the Morning, the Boys in Blue Report on Mason and Ireland, and First Pitch on DeMarco and Travis. Are all those things the same thing? Well, I guess Bergie will tell us. We'll talk about the Boys in Blue, how they blew away the Pirates yesterday. In Game 2 of the series coming up. Will Steve Mason have the right time of the game, unlike yesterday? Who knows? ...
Dipsy-doo between the legs.
I get out of the shower, I do a happy dance, and then I suck on the tap.
Plus, producer Brian Cohen's here, the social team in the back, and NBA Finals Game 4. Let's do it for Ben Lyons, New York Knickerbockers.
Yeah.
Tonight. We'll hear the game, of course, here on ESPN LA.
Beef stew's coming back soon, I think.
Yeah, what they call me is a cornhole savant.
Let's do it. The biggest show on the radio.
So with that said, let's get this show on.
Dipsy-doo between his legs.
Mason in Ireland.
I am personally a smooth guy.
Your Wednesday afternoon, right now.
What is going on? Greg Bergman joins the show now as the producer for the day.
For the day.
You were
One
with
day.
us for how long, Greg?
Just under 10 years.
Just under 10
So it was-
years?
it was-
So, Greg, do you ever miss this aspect of your job, like producing shows, or are you glad it's behind you?
I am glad I am not doing the pre and prep of shows anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm doing it right now with Lindsay out. Well, some of it.
Oh, are you
on the
doing?
morning show? Yeah, not a fan.
Yeah.
Not the pre and the post is the tough part.
Yeah.
The in-show stuff's fun.
Yeah, the
I like
intro
that.
stuff.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you're
miss
great
this
on the
show.
show. You're great on the Morales Morning Show. What's it like working with Morales? I'm kidding. I don't care.
And you know the answer.
And exactly, you know
I
the
know
answer to that
answer,
question.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So tonight we got his Game 4 at Madison Square Garden. Ben Lyons, I'm sure, nervous in New York. He's going to join us a little bit later on. Momo's going to join us. We had a little test before the show on Before the Growl. I absolutely did read Momo's entire article about Wemby. I passed with flying colors.
You did. You aced it.
And that is one of the first articles I've ever read from Momo, the entire article.
Right.
I do scan them. I do skim them.
You should put them in ChatGPT. I'm serious.
For what?
It will tell you everything you need to know
That's
without
a
all the
cheat.
superfluous
Then I'm
stuff.
missing Momo's flowery language and her metaphors and whatnot.
You've never read a story longer than 2 pages
Right.
in your life.
Sometimes I look at him, I'm like, come on.
That's too long.
Come on. I don't need to know that much about anybody. So tonight, John, Wemby, the one thing I'll say about Wemby, and I think we're going to see this tonight, he did not get up. Well, he didn't get a foul when he smushed Jalen Brunson. But they looked at it and decided it was not a flagrant, which I think is the right decision, and it would have been, I think, a terrible decision to do otherwise.
Yeah, I was very surprised, guys, watching all the Talking Head shows this morning of how many people, Monica McNett, Jay Williams, who want that to be a flagrant. Why would you want to put Victor Wembanyama in a position where he'd be 1 point away from a suspension? You want Wemby suspended? No. The interesting thing, the other thing that shows what I was talking about, and I'm curious what you guys think, is when Wemby in the first half kind of sunned Jalen Brunson, like put him on top of the head and pushed him away like it was his kid. Amon Shumpert this morning was on all the ESPN shows, and Shumpert said, the thing that surprised me is when Wemby did that none of the other Knicks went after Wemby. But here's the thing. Isn't that a dumb move if you're one of the Knicks? Because if you go take out, if Wemby does that to Jalen Brunson, and let's say you go tackle Wemby or go shove him to try and start a fight, you're the one that's probably going to get ejected, right? They're going to do everything within their power not to eject Wemby.
Sure,
right?
Absolutely.
So what would you guys do?
I would say, Duncan Robinson, you've been unbelievably ineffective in this. Donovan Mitchell, not Donovan Mitchell.
No, Mitchell Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson.
Duncan Robinson's
You've been
shooter.
terrible in the series. You've got your broken hand. Go knock Wemby on his ass. We don't care if you get ejected or not.
Totally with Mason. Really? Totally with Mason on this. How do you not have his back just in general? Even just walking up.
Robinson was not in the game at the time. So if he would have come off the bench.
You don't have to tackle him, John. You just have to be like, yo, get off my guy. Like, have his back. That's it.
It could be true, like in baseball. They could be like, in baseball, if you hit their best player, the other team normally waits for your best player to come up, and then they hit him.
Right.
So I guess using the Mason plan, you could just wait until Mitchell Robinson gets into the game, and then he can rough up Wemby.
I think it comes down. Doesn't it come down to tonight, Wemby versus Cat?
Yeah, and I just don't understand why the Knicks went away from Karl-Anthony Towns initiating the offense.
Yeah,
that's how they got on that 13-game winning streak.
Yeah,
they went back to Jalen Brunson hero ball.
Yeah, because the ball got very sticky. He took the air out of the ball lots of times in that game where there was no ball movement, and that everything they do is predicated on whipping the ball around.
Right. So
hopefully they'll get back to that tonight.
I'm glad you guys. I think whoever wins tonight wins the series.
Yeah. God, I just wanted to go 7. I just want to see a 7-game. Like, I would be super bummed if
you're probably Spurs tonight.
I picked Spurs in 7 at the beginning of the thing, and I really want Wemby to win. But I was just talking about Wemby with Bergman. It is unavoidable to not, if you're a player in the NBA, to not have half the world hate you. It's unavoidable.
It's unavoidable if you're a radio host.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wemby's been.
You know nothing about that, John.
Yeah.
But Wemby was the great big 7.5-foot tall golden boy there for a while there, and now I think some people are looking at him as a villain.
Well, look at it from Shea's perspective from last year. Last year, he was the golden boy. Everything that Shea did was like, wow, he's amazing. He's the greatest. He's the MVP and won the finals. Now this year, everybody hates him because of the way he plays and that because he's so good. It's a good thing when you're that villain. When you're a villain like that, that means that you're doing something right.
Kobe got booed every town we went to, and he used it as fuel.
Right.
It just fueled him.
And maybe Wemby's like that. But I don't think Wemby.
No, I love the guy.
I want him in the game.
Yeah, me too. I think he's but if I'm a Knicks fan and I just saw him, crunch Jalen Brunson, I'd be like, yeah, boo. Boo you.
New York's big. They're the worst fans in the world, though. I just can't stand Knicks.
In what way?
They're not worse than Philadelphia fans.
I mean, it's close. It's close, but Knicks fans are just so obnoxious. Everything that they're doing, first of all, they're attacking Spurs fans on the streets. They remember when the Yankee fans, so just New York fans in general, Yankee fans were attacking Mookie in the middle of a game, trying to rip his arm off in the World Series.
That's true.
They're just obnoxious and do things out of what they shouldn't be doing.
You know, having celebrities at the game, Ben Stiller actually talked about this in an interview. He said, you know, it's great having all the famous people there, but they've got to pay attention. Like, apparently they were talking amongst themselves during time. They were late coming back from halftime when they had whatever secret room there, secret celebrity party room. John, have you ever been to the secret celebrity party room at Madison Square Garden?
I was invited. Schiff invited me once, and I couldn't go. But Ben has been, so we can ask Ben about it.
Yeah, but Stiller says you wrap it up in the fancy celebrity party room and get back to courtside. You don't rumble in after the second half has started.
More than that, there are rules to sit courtside at Knicks, for example. Who's the model that was in the Blurred Lines video? Emily Ratajkowski.
Yes.
Her and one of her supermodel friends came to a game, and they left at the end of the third quarter because the Knicks were getting blown out. And the Knicks came back and won. And when the MSG people noticed that they had left early, they're no longer welcome on Celebrity Row. You can't, this person was writing a story about the rules of Celebrity Row, and they said, what would happen if Emily Ratajkowski called and wanted to sit Celebrity Row? And the guy from the Knicks said, she's always welcome to buy a ticket. In other words, they're not taking care of her anymore.
Yeah.
So you got to you can't criticize Dolan.
Nope. Oh, yeah. No, he uses facial recognition and get you.
Yeah.
Is Charles Oakley back? Is Charles Oakley back? Nope,
he's
still not back. Is Patrick Ewing back?
Patrick Ewing has been at the games.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but Oakley, I think, is banned for life. Right, John?
He is for now, yeah.
Ridiculous.
It is just stupid.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, you honor your legends. He was a legend.
Be careful.
You guys say something bad about Dolan, you'll never be able to go to the Sphere. They use facial recognition.
He'll never put it together. I can get into the Sphere. I've been there a couple of times.
Okay.
Dolan is not going to kick me out of the Sphere.
Well, you hear the story about some lawyer that worked for a law firm that was suing Dolan, but not on that case. Was taking her daughter to Radio City Music Hall to see the Rockettes, and facial recognition had it popped up that she works for the law firm, and they threw her out.
Does Dolan own Radio City?
Yeah.
Damn that guy.
Yeah, he owns the Sphere, he owns Radio City, he owns most of the cable business in New York City.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
He owns all of MSG. Owns the Garden. Owns
the network. He owns the network. Yeah. I mean, all that stuff, man. He is crazy rich. And by the way, the courtside is like all crazy rich guys, like Bob Kraft and who else was there? Casey.
Well, there was
Tina Fey's not crazy rich.
Oh, I beg to differ. Tina Fey's net worth is probably pretty high.
Really?
Oh, don't you think so?
I've seen what SNL people make.
$75 million. Her net worth is $75 million.
Tina Fey's is?
Yep.
Wow.
Because she's produced all this. She did Mean Girls,
30 Rock.
30 Rock.
Yeah, didn't think about that.
She didn't make it from doing sketches on Saturday Night Live. She did it everything.
Well, is
since.
Tracy Morgan like Tina? Has Tina Fey money?
But he doesn't really do as much as Tina Fey does. He's not.
But he's always sitting courtside at Knicks games.
I just finished Fall and Rise of Reggie Dinkins. He's worth $70 to $75 million.
Really, that much?
We're in the wrong business.
We are, man. I could do a dumb TV show.
You guys do
easy.
Okay. You guys.
No, we're doing. I'm not
but
complaining.
We're not Tina Fey, Tracy Morgan, rich, Greg.
No. But
we want us a sitcom.
You want a sitcom?
I want a sitcom. John, don't you want a sitcom?
To do one.
Let's
Mace
bring
Plus
back Bosom Buddies.
Bosom Buddies.
We'll
there
dress
you go.
like women.
Dress
we'll
like
make
oh my
we'll
God.
Make $75 million.
We will roll, and I will be Tom Hanks, and you will be Peter Scolari.
Isn't Peter Scolari no longer with us?
No, that's a good question.
Could you do that show today? Like, could you do Bosom Buddies today? Just two straight guys dressing up as women, hitting on people.
There are a lot of straight guys dressing up as women these days.
Well, yeah, but hitting on women, like as in a show.
Peter Scolari
passed away in 2021 at the age of 66.
Hell fellow well met. He never really hit the way Tom Hanks did. One guy always hits and one guy doesn't. Like Don Johnson hit and Philip Michael Thomas dropped off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
George
Michael hit. Andrew Ridgway, where is he?
Gone. gone. Like, only one makes it, John.
Yep.
And it's going to be me.
Do you remember who was Ryan Seacrest's co-host on the first year of American Idol?
I believe it was a guy named Brian Dunkelman.
Dunkelman. Yeah, you got it right, Maze. You're close, Greg.
Yeah.
I think Dunkelman did not go on to Ryan Seacrest type.
By the way, I remember having Dunkelman on my show in New York, and because he's a comic, and I think he left that show because he didn't think it was working.
I was told he left that show because they thought it only needed one host.
Well, I don't know why they ever had two
wasn't
hosts.
his choice.
Oh, okay, it wasn't his
fired.
choice.
Yeah.
That would make more sense.
It would make more sense. He's a stand-up comic.
I saw him in a commercial, in a golf commercial, where he was, he wasn't golfing. He was like selling something. So I think he's a part-time actor.
He has stepped away from the entertainment industry to focus on his personal life.
Well, that's what you say when you get fired from hosting
That's what you
American
say when you
Idol.
don't have a job,
Yeah,
right?
nobody wants to give you a job.
When I get fired, I'm going to say, I've taken time away.
To spend more time with your family. Those are the code. If you use I'm going to spend more time with my family, that's code for I got canned.
What's even worse is I'm going to spend more time with my dogs.
Right.
Yeah.
We have a very close relationship. I need to pet them more.
Nothing wrong with that. All right, coming up next, a great thing happened last night in Pittsburgh. Obviously, Dodgers rolled 10 runs in the 7th inning, but something cool happened with Freddie Freeman. We'll get into that coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The 15-minute mark on 710. Fueled by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
In that time it took to hear your favorite takes and all that fun and frivolity, you could be pulling out with a fresh oil change. No waiting, no appointment, just in and out in about 15 minutes. Bam! So you've got more time for what matters. Visit SoCalOilChange.com.
In just 15 minutes, you can boost your vehicle's performance and save money while doing it. Visit SoCalOilChange.com now for value pack coupons and keep your car and your wallet running strong.
The 15-minute mark on 710, made possible by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Rams fans, D-Far here. The Rams are making history in 2026, heading to Melbourne, Australia to face the Niners. You can be there. I've teamed up with True Fan Travel to hook you up with the ultimate fan experience. Game tickets, hotels, exclusive events, even a chance to meet me all in one package. This isn't just a trip, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Spots are limited. Don't wait. Visit TrueFanTravel.com right now and secure your spot. That's TrueFanTravel.com. See you there.
Eat, play, stay, and cheer this summer as the world's biggest football tournament comes to LA. Head over to LA Live to enjoy food and drink offerings from over 20 restaurants and watch every match. Catch every soccer moment this summer with your favorite crew. Big matches call for big flavors, so grab your table, order another Ram, and let's cheer on the world. The action begins July 11th through July 19th. See you at LA Live.
Michelob Ultra is brewed here. So is the grit that takes U.S. soccer players to the world's biggest stages. The excitement that fills a stadium before a single ball is kicked. The feeling when we rally together behind one team. From the pitch to the pour, Superior is brewed here. Michelob Ultra, proud sponsor of the U.S. men's national soccer team. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra, Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
The biggest show on the radio.
Mason, Ireland, you guys are clowns.
Wow. Screw you, Josh.
Damn.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
Mason and Ireland are clowns. That's going to be a drop for a long time.
Why not?
Back to the guys.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I'm rocking my pants.
Hey, what's up, people? It is the day of Game 4 of the NBA Finals. By the way, I have the time correct today at 3:40. Shohei Ohtani.
Big of you.
On the mound for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
So, Greg, you'll
Pittsburgh.
appreciate this. Last night, I one of my buddies was here. We're watching the Dodger game, and we leave to go to dinner. It's 2-1 Pirates when we leave. And we go to dinner, and right when we are leaving the restaurant, I check the score, and it's still 2-1 Pirates. I drive for 20 minutes, get to my house, and it's 12-2.
Yep.
What happened in those 20 minutes?
Paul Skeens left the game, and then the Dodgers went crazy in the 7th inning, and all because the fans started screaming, Shohei sucks and overrated, and then it all fell apart as soon as they started doing that.
This, by the way, it was a sloppy night. It was a rainy night. Skeens was great, although, as Greg points out here, the Pirates have lost his last 6 starts.
Is it? I think it's 5.
5 of his last 6 starts?
Yeah, I think I had it wrong in my email. Yes, 5.
But it was not Paul Skeens' fault last night.
We were, yesterday, Greg, we were, during Supercross Talk, we were kicking around if you could take any one pitcher, if there was a pitcher draft in Major League Baseball, and Travis said, there is only one answer to this, and it's Paul Skeens. He said, look at his track record and look at his body of work, and all those things are really impressive, but I wouldn't take Skeens. I would either take Shohei or Jacob Mizorowski. How about you?
I would take Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Really?
Yeah, I would take Shohei because I can also put him on my lineup.
Right. Yeah, but we're just talking about pitching.
Pitching. I mean, he's given up 5 runs.
Yeah,
right. 61 innings, 5 runs, 61 innings.
No, he's amazing. All I know is what I saw Yamamoto do in the World Series and in the playoffs last year. I want that guy. The guy that in the playoffs, when the lights are brightest, I want that guy. I don't know what Paul Skeens. He could be amazing in the playoffs. We haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
Jacob Mizorowski could be. He has not been that so far.
Right.
Shohei was not.
No. But guys, if the season ended today, isn't Shohei the game 1 starter and Yamamoto goes game 2?
I think Yamamoto.
Shohei has been.
You think it's Yamamoto?
I think it's Yamamoto still. Even as great as Shohei is pitching, I think in the playoffs, Yamamoto gets the nod for the number 1 spot. He is the ace.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not anti-Yamamoto. I just think Shohei is pretty much unhittable right now.
Yeah, I mean, Greg, I don't know if you've heard this. He's given up 5 runs in 61 innings.
You want to tell me another time?
I mean, honestly, it just boggles the mind.
If you look at it that way, yes, you're absolutely right. But all I know is what I've seen from Shohei in the playoffs as a pitcher.
Well, you're right to make a distinction between playoff baseball and regular season baseball because they are different. And now that Yamamoto's shown he doesn't get rattled. But, Mace, that game you went to when Shohei hit the 3 home runs,
and
he pitched great.
Yeah, he pitched great. By the way, I don't know if he's in the lineup or not today. Is it just pitch or is it pitch and hit today? Do we know?
Did you see it, Brian?
Not yet. Last time they released it very late and kind of played it close to the chest.
If anything, if most likely he will be. I don't think I saw anything yesterday or today that's saying that he won't. But it would make sense for him. The only reason that he was out of it, he had a blister, right? So that was a reason for he wasn't going to be there. But I would imagine he's in there.
Yeah, I hope so because it makes the game a whole bunch more fun.
He's coming off the reaching base 5 times the last time he pitched too, right?
Exactly.
Come on.
Exactly. So Freddie Freeman last night hit a big milestone, 2,500 career hits. I picked this up from John Hartung last night as I was watching the postgame. There have been 23,670 players in the history of Major League Baseball. 102 have 2,500 career hits. This is a huge milestone. Now, Freddie's going to the Hall of Fame. I have no question. But does he get to 3,000? He's under contract. This year, he's under contract. Next year, although this year, maybe a work stoppage, he's going to miss opportunities to pile up hits.
If I had to bet it, if I had to, like you said, you have to bet, will he make it or will he won't? I would vote no. Not because I don't like Freddie. I do. I think he's great. But nobody gets 200 hits in a season anymore. He would probably have to play at least 4 to 5 more years, and he's already 35, right?
So, yeah, he's 35, 36.
What do you have, 180 hits last year?
So he had 160, I believe, and he's around 150 every year. Right now, he's at about 70 hits. So imagine by the end of the year, he'll have 150. So let's call it 2,600 that he'll be at by the end of the year.
So that's 3 seasons, probably.
3 seasons.
Yeah.
If he gets 100 to 150 every single year, then 150 will get him there in 2.5 years.
Although this is the terrible scenario. What if we go into a lockout and there's only 60 games next year and he gets fewer opportunities?
Or no games.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, Greg, where do you stand on that? You think we're getting a lockout?
Yeah, I think we do. I don't think we will miss the World Series. I think they'll come back to play, but I do think that they're going to have a lockout of some sort, and I think it'll be detrimental to the game. It's a terrible idea for them to miss games in general, but I think they probably will have to miss some because they're just too far apart.
Any idea who is second among active players in total base hits?
So Freddie's number one?
Freddie is number one with 2,500.
I know the answer, so I'll let
you
John
know the
go.
answer, so recuse yourself.
I
love to hate this guy.
Yeah,
God,
I think I despise this guy.
Well, then it's not who I thought it was.
Who'd you think it was?
I was going to guess Paul Goldschmidt, but because you guys said it that way, I'm going to guess Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve is the right answer, but Goldschmidt's in the neighborhood. Jose Altuve is 2,430, and Goldschmidt is 2,229. He won't get there. I'm looking at guys that might get there. Like Mike Trout is not going to get there.
No. He'll be injured in a day.
Yeah. Mookie's clearly not going to get there.
What about Machado?
Well,
Machado is possible. He's 33. He needs 900 hits.
I mean, that's tough. So,
although at the rate he's going, it will take him 2 decades.
Right. Is he still batting like 160?
179.
Yeah. Oh, God,
yeah,
so
179 is his
so
batting
think about
average.
that for your
Mace,
Padres.
do you have the list in front of you?
I do.
Where's Bryce Harper? I don't even think he has 2,000 hits, but he's young.
He is young.
Well, I don't think he's as young as you think he is. He's got to be in his 30s now.
I think he probably is 30.
Right around there. I mean, he's been around for quite some time now.
I do not see Bryce Harper. Oh, no, there he is. He's number 9. He's 33 years old. And
33.
He's got 1,800 hits.
Yeah, he's probably not going to get
Probably not going to get there. I mean, it is tough. And here's the thing. Freddie is under contract for this year and next year. And then, as he said last night, then who knows? And there's this conversation that, I personally think the Dodgers would understand the history of it and would find a way to keep him, although you don't agree with that.
So it's not that I don't agree with it. I think they will, but it just depends because he's a first baseman. And so if he wants to play DH then save his body a little bit.
He's in the wrong spot.
He can't DH here in Los Angeles because of Shohei Ohtani. So,
yeah. Well, he grew up in Orange County. Maybe he goes to the Angels. The Angels don't care about winning.
Would he want to go back to the
Freddie
Angels?
Does.
Yeah, Freddie
Freddie cares about winning.
Right,
exactly. But I'm saying if he wants to keep playing,
I'd like to jump into a dumpster fire. No.
Yeah.
I could see a world where he goes back to Atlanta as a DH.
Yeah,
because it just doesn't exist. That role doesn't exist here. And it never will as long as Shohei's on this team.
Yeah, as long as Shohei's here. Yeah, but congratulations to Freddie. See, I think he's going to go into the Hall of Fame as a Dodger. I know that half of his hits...
He won his MVP with the Braves, but he won his World Series MVP with the Dodgers.
And by the way, his 2 most indelible moments of his career happened with the Dodgers, the Grand Slam and the walk-off home run in the 18-inning game. Both of those are like... To me, when I think Freddie Freeman, I'll think, especially the Grand Slam. I'll
that's
think
an
the Grand
interesting
Slam.
question. We'll see. And, he grew up, I think he was born in Canada, but he grew up in L.A., grew up in Orange County. So I think maybe he would want to go in as a Dodger.
But, I mean, as a Dodger fan, we're biased because we've watched him as a Dodger. We saw those moments you're talking about. But when in Atlanta, he played 12 years. He won an MVP. He won a World Series. He was a huge part of those teams.
12 years.
12 years as a Brave. So
yeah, we might be wrong about this.
Right. He's played 5 as a Dodger right now, And it'll be
That's all he's played is 5 years?
2022 to 2026.
Why does it seem so much longer?
Because it feels like he's been here forever, but he won a World Series.
They play so deep into the season.
In 2021, he won a World Series with the Braves. So he's only been 5 years to 12. I mean, I would love to see him as a Dodger, but his time with the Braves was so long.
Might be. We'll see how long he goes with the Dodgers. See how long maybe they do bring him back. Find a way to bring him back after next season. Hey, real quick, I want to mention tomorrow, John, I know you're sorry you're going to miss this. We're doing a big World Cup party at Commerce Casino for Mexico, El Tri versus South Africa. Watch party happens right at 12 o'clock noon. You can join me and Andy Kamenetsky and Pepe Mantilla, big fan of El Tri, broadcasting live from Commerce Casino tomorrow. Show up, hang out, and watch the game with us. So, John, if you are out there driving around in the freeways right now,
or even walking around, if you're a pedestrian,
and you get into an accident of any kind, you want somebody who is an expert, somebody who can handle this thing from beginning to end and take all the stress out of it for you.
And we've got him. Jacob Emrani was here yesterday. He won Game of Games.
Yep. So he'll win. He'll win your case.
We invite him on the show, and he beats us in Game of Games. But if you call this number, 800-345-6789, those are the law offices of Jacob Emrani. 800-345-6789. You can still go to calljacob.com. But when you're in an accident, you're not thinking about going to a website.
Nope.
You just want to pick up your phone and call Mason. As a matter of fact, you yourself dialed 800-345-6789 when you were in an accident.
I absolutely did, because I know Jacob. I trust Jacob. I've seen him win for everybody, and he will definitely win for you. I personally recommend him. 800-345-6789. Any kind of accident, Uber, Lyft, commercial vehicle, pedestrian, scooter, motorcycle, whatever it is, 800-345-6789 or call jacob.com. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And by the way, Shohei will be hitting and pitching.
Oh, good.
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing. And that was the Boys in Blue report that we talked about, and it's brought to you by Hard Rock Casino Tejon, the best place to cheer on your favorite team. The easiest drive from downtown LA. Check us out on social for details. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. And by the way, head to Hard Rock Casino Tejon next Tuesday, June 16th, to watch Lionel Messi take the field in one of the soccer's biggest matchups. Join Travis Rogers and Andy Kamenetsky. Again, Andy Kamenetsky.
Andy again.
So as they broadcast live on
Mr.
site.
World Cup.
And don't miss your chance to win once-in-a-lifetime experiences throughout the event. Catch all the action, excitement, and unforgettable moments
at
Hard Rock Tejon.
Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's time for your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer Update. Here's Mario Ruiz.
As Thursday's FIFA World Cup opener between Mexico and South Africa inches closer and closer, some of the biggest stars in the world of football are ready to shine on the biggest stage. All eyes are going to be on Argentina's captain Lionel Messi as he looks to make one more magical World Cup run. France brings in a loaded roster led by Kylian Mbappe, while Spain's teenage sensation Lamine Yamal enters the tournament as one of the most exciting young talents in the world of football. Closer to home, the U.S. men's national team is going to lean on Christian Pulisic to lead its attack, while Portugal's legendary icon Cristiano Ronaldo hopes to lift the World Cup trophy for the very first time.
And that's your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer Update. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. From kickoff to the final whistle, performance matters. Keep your vehicle running strong. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and locations near you.
You ever drive past a building and think, somebody really built that? Right now, there's an opportunity to be that somebody. If you're looking to get into the masonry trade, tile layers, marble masons, caulkers, brick and block layers, this is real hands-on work with real rewards, top wages, full benefits, and some of the best apprenticeship training out there. Build a future that lasts. Join the union that's got your back. Call 626-739-5600 or visit BAC4CA.org.
Match day in LA is almost here. This Friday, join ESPN LA at Hollywood Park Casino for the ultimate tailgate before the opening match in Los Angeles. Mace, Andy, and Sua are live from noon to 3, followed by DeMarco, Travis, and Geeter from 3 to 6. Brought to you by Milagro Tequila, crafted from 100% Blue Weber agave for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. From game day gatherings to summer celebrations, Milagro brings a bright side to every occasion. Tequila never tasted better. Milagro Tequila. Please enjoy responsibly.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it. Like that. Ask your phone. Group chat. Smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time. No waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose, US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696 and manage your diabetes as easy as...
3 cities, 1 concert, a world united through football and music. On June 10th, the FIFA Countdown Concert, in collaboration with the Grammys, comes to Crypto.com Arena as part of a first-of-its-kind live celebration connecting Canada, Mexico, and the United States ahead of the FIFA World Cup 26. The Los Angeles stage will feature Diplo's Major Lazer, Davido, and additional artists to be announced, alongside stellar lineups in Toronto and Mexico City for this synchronized live concert. Doors open at 5 p.m. Pacific time, with the live show beginning at 6 p.m. Pacific.
Mason and Ireland.
They say nobody loses like
sneaky
Steve
bastard.
Mason.
Unbelievable.
Oh, it pays to be a loser, people.
On LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN.
If you're a loser, it pays.
Back to the guys.
In the summertime when the weather is high, you can stretch right up and touch the sky.
John, you're not in L.A. right now, but let me tell you something. This is really, really big news. So you live close to the beach.
Right.
I live close to the beach. Normally this time of year, it would be nothing but cloud cover. June gloom ended early this year. There is no June gloom.
Good.
It was perfectly sunny at my house when I rolled out of bed this morning. It's 7 a.m., John. 7 a.m. I get up.
You're not up at 7 a.m.
I get up at 7 a.m. every single day. I work for an hour and a half on the show. Then I go to the gym. Then I come here at 11:15 and I get ready for the show with them or whoever's here.
And you turn on the YouTube and watch the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
I do. Sedano and Cap Morning Show, otherwise known as the Morales Morning Show.
You're watching the whole time.
Watching the whole time, yes.
Writing down notes.
Writing down notes, yes. So, John, does home court advantage mean anything anymore? I want to play you something that Bill Simmons said and get your reaction to it. Here's what Bill Simmons said, and obviously the road team has won each of the first 3 NBA Finals games. Here's Bill Simmons.
From the home court standpoint, I don't know what's different about it. I always felt like when I was growing up, and especially like being a Celtic fan and some of the games we had, like I just felt like if it was a must-win game, we were winning. Yeah. And we could affect the refs. You would have the momentum. It was just the way it went. And the stats back it up. Like for years and years, it was 90, 95%. And now we see all this time, you just go into somebody else's house and you can win whenever you want.
John, does home court mean anything?
Not as much as it used to. He's not wrong. Yeah, I mean, look at this series. New York, the road teams won every game. The Knicks won the 2 games in San Antonio, and the Spurs won the 1 game in New York. Now, the talent's too good. It doesn't mean as much as it used to. And the refs are, they're not consistent. You never know what you're going to get.
Right.
So anything can happen. There's more of a randomness to it now than there used to be, don't you think?
I also think, do you think the crowd at Madison Square Garden and the hype and the buildup and the town being on fire, all that stuff, do you think that might have backfired on them? Like it was too much. Actually, the pressure was on them. I would argue a lot of pressure on the Knicks tonight.
Tons.
They just lost their first game in 6.5 weeks.
Almost all of the pressure is on the Knicks tonight. Because if the Spurs win, I think the Spurs take control of the series and they win it.
Right.
So there was more to that clip too. I mean, I didn't pull the rest of it, but they were talking about how it's not like it used to, because if you don't go out as much during the finals. Remember, there was a whole thing with Michael Jordan where he had the pizza sent to him, but it was all messed up. Like it made him sick, and he had the flu game. That doesn't happen anymore. Now you have these Uber drivers, the Uber Eats drivers that are bringing. You can get everything pretty much sent to you, right? So everybody's just kind of staying in and just doing what they're supposed to do. They're not going out and partying because it's so you're focused when you're on the road.
By the way, did you know, this is totally random, I'm going to throw it out there. Did you know that you can order an Uber and food at the same time?
Really?
Yeah.
So your Uber will arrive with your food?
Really?
Can you eat it in the car?
You can eat it in the car. Yeah, that's a brand new feature Uber has. They've like overlapped Uber Eats and Uber driving, and now you can say, pick me up at 6:00 with a pizza, and it'll happen.
I hope that Uber Black is going to do that. They have these nice, pristine cars, and they're bringing you a pizza.
Bring
so
us
you're
a
eating
pizza. Bring us a pizza. Yeah, home court is interesting. I do think the pressure is greatly here on the Knicks. And I think Knicks fans forgot what it was like to lose a game, because it's been 46 days since they had lost a game, and they just seemed stunned the other night.
So, John, I heard Ben Lyons with you on Monday, and he was through the roof, through the moon. He was amazed, like so excited.
Yep.
You think he's going to be completely down? Oh, the series is over. We're going to lose tonight. Now it's all completely done.
To be honest with you, it's a great question. I don't know.
Yeah.
If I was him, I'd be nervous.
Me too. By the way, he is going to be on the show again today.
But I think all the pressure's on the Knicks. We all thought, Mason in particular, thought this series was over after the Knicks won the first 2 games on the road.
I actually texted that. I said at halftime of game
I agree
3,
with Charles Barkley. This thing is over.
Charles Barkley called it over and said he would bet his house on it. I'm like,
Mason and Barkley both. I go, there's no way this is going. If Mason and Barkley are in agreement, there's no way it's going the way they think. And sure enough, it didn't. But
how do you think they called the game tonight?
I think they have to call it tighter because of what Jose Alvarado said. Did you see what Jose Alvarado said?
No, I did not see what he said.
Jose Alvarado was doing his off-day, media day stuff yesterday, and they asked him about that play where Wembanyama smushed Jalen Brunson.
Right.
And Alvarado goes, look, we all watched the game. We saw what he got away with. That's not happening again.
Right.
In other words, that is basically saying to the officials, you can handle this, or we'll handle it for you. And I don't think the officials want to see the players take in hockey, somebody would have taken Wemby out. In baseball, somebody would have beamed him after what he did to Brunson. Tonight, if the refs don't call stuff like that, I think somebody on the Knicks goes for him.
Isn't that what you want, though? Don't you want to go back to like the 90s and 2000s? Or
I do.
The 80s, 90s?
By the way,
they're just knocking dudes over, not calling fouls?
John, don't you think these particular teams, if you're talking about these defenses, Oklahoma City, you're talking about San Antonio, you're talking about Detroit in the other conference, they are kind of defensively, they are throwbacks to old teams because they are very, very physical.
Right. Oklahoma City did. I don't know if you mentioned them. They're
Oklahoma
like that.
City.
But it's weird. I'm not sure what fans want. When I said at the start of the show that I don't want to see Wembanyama suspended or ejected.
No.
I just don't. I want to see him. Here's a tweet I got from somebody named Ryan. Ireland, you idiot. You can't let Wemby do anything he wants. You don't want to see him get suspended? Good for you. We don't want to see Brunson get injured. There has to be consequences for his dirty-ass play. So what he did, Ryan, what Wembanyama did, you would have suspended him? You want him out of the game? Why are we tuning in? I mean, no.
Well, it sounds like he may be a Knicks fan, and I would imagine he's not. Like we saw Monica McNutt this morning on the Get Up. You and I both watched that, and she works on the Knicks broadcast, and she was like, should be suspended or should be a flagrant. Should be a flagrant.
She's wrong.
But, I think that's the way Knicks fans feel.
Right.
But, I mean, I'm glad the league feels differently, and the officiating did not go that way.
Right, we're the only game in the world that takes players off the court consistently. Like Jalen Brunson the other night got 4 fouls. They took him out for 20 minutes. Why are we going to the games? We want to see Jalen Brunson. That's why I know I've never been able to convince you.
No, but that's just to me. That's just strategy and but
I'm with Phil Jackson. There should be a no foul out rule.
Yeah. See, I say to Jalen Brunson, don't get your 4th foul.
Right.
That's how you regulate the physicality of a series and of a game is by making sure that there is a penalty for fouling and fouling repeatedly.
But I guess here's the heart of my point. If I'm an official, I would be like Zach Zarba.
Right.
I would be less inclined to blow the whistle.
Me too.
Than more inclined.
Way too many whistles. Up 11% over last year's postseason.
I think what Zach and other really good refs do is they ask themselves the second before the blow of the whistle, do I have to call this?
Yes.
Now, I would say, having taken this position, I would say that what Wemby did to Brunson, and I don't know if you guys have watched the replay on that. Did you guys notice that Brunson grabbed his jersey?
Yes.
So Brunson has a fistful of Wemby's jersey. He's holding him by not holding his body, but he's holding his shirt. And that's when Wemby reacted the way he did and smushed him. Like, get off of me, man.
Yes.
To me, that's nothing more than a foul. You can call it either on Brunson.
And they missed it.
Yeah, you can call it on Brunson for grabbing the shirt, or you can call it on Wemby for doing the smush. But like this guy, Ryan, that's tweeting me, maybe he is a Knicks fan.
Yeah, if I was a Knicks fan, I'd be like, let me get a win without Wemby on the floor.
I said to Ben when I was texting with Ben the other day, he goes, I can't believe they didn't call a flagrant on that. I go, wait a minute. You don't want Wemby suspended. If the Knicks win, it would water down your championship, and plus, he's the reason we're tuning in.
Yeah, that's nonsense, though, too. Like, Ben is not going to be sad if they win a championship, but Wemby wasn't playing.
Yeah, that is true.
He's going to be like, hey, I won a championship. I don't care whether Wemby was playing or not. Knicks fans just want a parade,
man.
They've had one since 1972.
And their odds improve if Wemby is not in the game. So I understand why a Knicks fan might say, but for us, for people who don't really have a dog in the fight, I want to see Wemby.
Me too.
And to me, that's the national audience. By the way, the ratings are like through the roof for this series.
Good.
That was the most viewed finals game two since 2018. It is up 88% year over year.
Well, part of it, that's the number one media market in the country. New York is in it. And number two is Wemby.
Yeah, and last year, you understand, it was OKC, Indiana.
Yeah,
that's
not a
sexy
matchup.
Yeah. But up 88% year over year.
How about, look, that's a really good point. Knicks, Spurs with Wemby, like every reason to watch.
Yep.
Last year, OKC, Indiana. Like, just kill me now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. All right, coming up next for you is Icebreakers.
Now, Greg, Emily claims she wrote Icebreakers and left it for you. Is she correct?
She is absolutely correct. Come on. Okay. Emily is very buttoned up on everything.
Yes, she is. She is.
That should not surprise me.
We will do some Icebreakers coming up next for you. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Oh, here we go. Mason and Ireland are inviting you to kick off the World Cup at Commerce Casino for a Mexico versus South Africa watch party. Going to be a party, oh party. Join the ESPN crew on June 11th, starting at 12 p.m. as Mason and Ireland broadcast live during an afternoon of soccer, excitement, and giveaways celebrating the world's biggest stage. Come be part of the action, hang with ESPN Mason and Ireland, and cheer on your favorite team at Commerce Casino on June 11th. All thanks to Michelob Ultra. Michelob Ultra, the official beer sponsor of the World Cup.
The summer deals are sizzling at Northridge & Wonders Toyota. It's Bethel Duran, and you can drive the same car that I got. A 2026 Camry Hybrid for just $359 a month for 36 months plus tax. That's $359 for a brand new Camry Hybrid? Come on now, it's got to be Northridge & Wonders Toyota.
Lease based on 2026 Camry Hybrid model 2561 with total SRP of $39,279. Lease and purchase amount of $21,964. $29.99 due at signing includes first month's payment and $750 acquisition fee. Security deposit may be required on approved credit. Tax, title, license are extra. Excludes dealer dock fee of $80. Offer ends 6/30/2026.
All right, guys, real talk. Are you a crust lover or one of those crust leavers? Because I got to tell you, Pizza Hut's new crispy parm pan pizza is next level. It's the original pan crust you already love, but now they've baked Parmesan cheese right onto the edge. I'm talking crispy, golden, cheesy crunch with that soft, fluffy inside. Grab a medium, one-topping crispy parm pan for just $11.99 or go large for $3 more. Order now at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Limited time offer. Additional charges for extra cheese, toppings, and recipes.
When's the last time payroll was the easy part of your week? With Gusto, it can be. Gusto is the all-in-one platform designed to take the hassle out of managing your team, from payroll and compliance to hiring, onboarding, and more. With Gusto, you can get back 2 full days each month with all the time you have saved. Go to gusto.com today and learn why over 500,000 small businesses choose Gusto. That's GUSTO.com. Gusto.com.
This Father's Day, do more with Dad and spend less with low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. Get him fired up with a new grill and accessories, like the Next Grill 5-burner for just $299, so you can spend more time together while he becomes the grill master he was always meant to be. Or build memories with savings on top brand power tools so you can tackle projects side by side. Gift more and do more together this Father's Day with help from the Home Depot. Exclusions apply. See HomeDepot.com/price match for details.
Oh, it's Icebreakers time. Oh, right. That's right. The big voice guy.
Listen to Mason and Ireland. Weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA.
Exactly right. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka. Your fit-friendly vodka. With no sugar added, 64 calories an ounce, and keto-friendly. Let's do it. Icebreakers. Presented by Blue Ice Vodka on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
All right, thanks, Chris. But I am so happy that I'm not doing this because Icebreakers is probably the worst game. I'm terrible at this game.
Really?
I've never gotten it one time. I don't think I ever
your
will.
competitiveness would rise to the surface if you were still doing the show and you would figure it out.
Oh, I'm going to win game of games. That's already happening.
Okay.
I'm already aware of that.
Well, because I'm not there.
Well, but you're still going to be playing. Oh, you're not here. Well, that's no fun.
Right.
I don't care about that then. Brian, you can win.
It's my game.
Okay.
No, it's Brian's game. Oh, Mace, it's set up for Mace.
Oh,
there you
yeah,
go.
it's all
I'm not going to try. Ireland's not there. It's
Love
fine.
it. Love it.
No, Bergman, I need you to try. Mason's funnier when he loses.
Yeah, I know. I'll go for lucky loser today. All right, what do you got,
All right,
Bergman?
for 10 points. I was born in 1966. I have size 15 feet, which requires all of my shoes to be custom made. I am fluent in French, and I am also a car enthusiast, specifically Ferraris. Anybody? Okay. For 9 points. I played soccer growing up. I even signed with the Rangers football club, but was marked by injuries. I once said, perhaps I was doomed when it came to football. Maybe that's a famous quote that I don't know about.
Okay.
For 8 points. We're all good here?
Yep. Good.
Yeah.
For 8 points, I have appeared on The Simpsons as myself. I have also done voice work for Phineas and Ferb, and I made a cameo in the show New Girl.
Oh, I should get this. I saw every
You
episode.
did watch
of
New
I
Girl.
loved
did
that
not
show.
watch New
It was
Girl.
a great show.
I made a cameo.
You give me a
in
cookie, I'll give
New
you a cookie.
Girl.
All right.
All right.
For 7 points. Come on, Brian. I was awarded the OBE, Office of the Order of the British Empire, in 2006. I was born in Scotland, but moved to England when still a boy, and I was raised there.
I'm going to take a shot.
Okay, John. Do you have that? There it is.
But it's the size 15 feet that's throwing me off. I'm going to go David Beckham.
No, it is not David Beckham. John is out.
Okay.
All right. For 6 points.
Okay.
I went to culinary school at 19. I became a head chef at 3 Michelin star restaurants.
What?
La Tante Claire in Chelsea in 1993.
Brian.
Go eight
Brian.
shots. You know?
No, Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay is the right answer. That's he was telling me right before, he's like, I'm terrible. I'd never get any of these.
I was
If
a
it's
complete guess.
Really?
Yes.
The culinary school, I thought it was going to get you.
That with the English Scottish is the only thing I could put together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Size-
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay has size 15 feet.
Apparently, according to
Wow.
Emily.
According to Emily.
All right. So the rest of it,
Wow.
for 5 points, my television career started in England on Channel 4. My initial show ran for 6 seasons before it was bought by Fox and brought to America. I am known for my fiery attitude. I once put 2 slices of bread on either side of a contestant's head and called them an idiot sandwich, which was very...
Oh, that's great.
That was on Hell's Kitchen. I remember that episode. It was so funny. My largest restaurant is in Las Vegas at Caesar's Palace. I am the host of MasterChef Junior, and Hell's Kitchen, among other reality cooking programs. My initials are GR.
I watch the cooking programs from time to time. My favorite one is Chopped. You ever watch Chopped?
I
have
used to watch
never
it.
watched a cooking show. Michael likes cooking shows.
Yeah, just randomly. It's not about Ted Allen is the host. He does a really good job. It's Chopped. They throw You got to get a cow's tongue and some honey and some licorice, and you've got to turn it into a meal. Like, that's the kind of stuff they do on there. I find it endlessly fascinating to just watch other people cook. And I'm not a cook myself.
Who is it brought to you by,
Who's it brought
John?
to you by, John?
Blue Ice. American Potato Vodka. Blue Ice has a commemorative bottle celebrating the USA's 250th anniversary. Tom Gibson gave Emily one of those for her pool party over the weekend, and they dusted it.
Oh, yeah.
I have a case of Blue Ice up here, but there's only one bottle left because Lisa and her tennis friends went through it like we're some type of nightclub, apparently. But that's because Blue Ice is so popular. Blue Ice Vodka, premium taste, nothing extra.
Yeah, loud end of that. All right, so real quick, I want to touch on this, John. We mentioned yesterday that Alaric Jackson has been charged with domestic violence in an incident that
felony
happened.
Domestic violence.
And it was pointed out, this is somebody on Rams Up says that, it's a second offense because he previously had an incident where he's suspended 2 games. That regardless of how this goes in court, innocent till proven guilty, all that stuff.
Right.
But the league generally does something. And if they do something, the next level would be 6 games, a 6-game suspension.
And he's the left tackle. So the left tackle is very important when you have a right-handed quarterback like Matthew Stafford because it protects his blind side. Matter of fact, the movie The Blind Side is about that.
That's right.
That Michael Oher was a elite left tackle prospect, and that's why he was so heavily recruited and why he made so much money in the NFL. Mace, if it were me, and I think Les Snead and Sean McVay are built this way anyway, I would plan on not having him. I think you got to come up with a plan B right now.
I completely agree with you because we just don't know, and he arguably is the second most important player on that offense.
And if it was another place on the offensive line, you might be able to just plug in a backup and go. But I think they may even have to look elsewhere because they have a Super Bowl contending team.
Yep.
And you can't. I don't know if you're gonna cheat your lineup someplace. If you're gonna plug somebody into your lineup, and it's not. You don't feel particularly good about it. You don't want to do that at left tackle.
Right.
You want to do that at right tackle, or you want to do it somewhere else.
Yeah, if I was the Rams, I would immediately start scouring and trying to find somebody out there because they've gone to all of they've teed the entire thing up with Garrett and the addition of McDuffie at the back end of the D. You cannot go into the season knowing that you might not have your left tackle for 6 games.
Like even in practice, when you let the ones go against the ones, Alaric Jackson was going to be blocking Myles Garrett a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
So you got to get somebody in there that can handle the load at left tackle.
So I hate to go this route because of what what they're talking about with Alaric Jackson, but isn't this just another reason why they should not have taken Ty Simpson with the number 1 pick? They should have gone with an offensive lineman. Even if this didn't happen, there's injuries that could have happened or something could have happened that you would need an offensive lineman. And so that's if you would have gone O-line there, you're helping avoid these situations.
They don't have a crystal ball, Greg.
Yeah, and Greg.
Well, it's not because of him doing this, but injuries happen, especially on the offensive line.
Well, here's the problem. You have a salary cap in the NFL. You're already paying your left tackle more money than anybody else on your offensive line. They were paying Alaric Jackson. They just redid his deal last year.
Right. Yep.
So he
Would you want a backup?
Yeah, well, maybe, but I mean, what I would have loved to have seen them do, to your point, I would have seen them love to get somebody that could help this year. That's not Ty Simpson. But I don't know, Mace, if I'm being honest, if I would have taken an offensive lineman, if I could have talked them out of Ty Simpson.
It would have been a wide receiver.
Yeah. Mekhi Lemon was still on the board.
We weren't thinking offensive line. And they couldn't have anticipated this.
Well, it's not so much about anticipating it, but you know that offensive lines are volatile. They're like bullpens in baseball. They go up and down every year.
Right, but
2 years ago, the Rams' offensive line wasn't that great, and was the reason that they lost to Philadelphia. Yeah.
Do you want to pay a backup offensive lineman, because you got to pay your first-round picks, whatever the going rate is? All those picks are slotted. Do you want to pay your offensive lineman tackle to be a backup? I don't know if that makes any sense either. If you draft Mekhi Lemon, he plugs in right away. He helps you win right away.
I mean, he's the third wide receiver. He's not,
right. But people are gonna double Puka.
Yep.
And they're gonna double Devontae, and the third wide receiver becomes important. Mace, who is that now?
Well, I think
Kanata
probably Jordan Whittington or Kanata
really,
Monkfield.
They use multiple tight ends more than any other team. It might be a tight end.
Yeah, they run 13 personnel, so a lot of times they've got 3 tight ends in the game. I mean, they are rolling with 3 tight ends, so maybe the third wide receiver they don't view. And, they took Max Clare in the second round, tight end from Ohio State, so they're doubling down on tight end. I expect to see a lot of 13 personnel this year, a ton of it. They already ran last year more 13 personnel than any team in the league. And I'm looking at the Rams depth chart. The only thing I can think is, McClendon could move from right tackle to left tackle. It's not his best position. And after that, I guess Justin Dietich would be your best option at right tackle.
What if they raid the Amazon pregame show and get Andrew Whitworth to come back?
That's what I said. Andrew, I said,
how old is he?
How about Rob Havenstein? One more year, Rob.
Well,
one more year.
Can you imagine if both Andrew Whitworth and Aaron Donald came back?
Last time you started talking about Aaron Donald, it became more real, so maybe the Andrew Whitworth thing.
Andrew Whitworth is 44 years old and has been out of the league.
He looks so good right now.
He does, but he's just
huge.
He
looks like he's... Yeah, he is.
Does he look game ready to you?
He looks game ready.
Hey, Tom Brady played at 45. Andrew Whitworth can play at 44. Let's go.
A little bit of a different position.
Hey, real quick, I want to mention this. Hollywood Park Casino on Friday is the spot. ESPN LA all day long taking over HPC, leading up to the U.S. men's national team playing Paraguay Friday night at SoFi Stadium. You can catch me and Andy and Sua Cravens live from noon to 3, Hollywood Park Casino on Friday, followed by DeMarco, Travis, and Geeter from 3 to 6. It's all presented by Angelica's Insurance, your hometown coverage team. Visit angelicasins.com or call 1-800-717-0773 for your free quote today. Coming up next for you, going to do some sports graffiti. 877-710 ESPN. Does the winner of tonight's game go on to win the NBA Finals? Can Freddie Freeman get to 3,000 hits? He hit number 2,500 last night. Will he do it with the Dodgers? And will he go into the Hall of Fame as a Dodger or a Brave? Lakers speculation out there all over the place. We'll get to some of that. Your calls right now, 877-710 ESPN. Sports Graffiti next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
I know I'm not like Albert Einstein, but I'm not a stupid person. Okay, I'm not.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
I'm not a dumb person. I would say.
No one would call you that.
I don't think so either. You put a tool in my hand, and I feel so helpless and stupid.
Okay, I got you.
Like, I'll call my dad. Hey, can you watch? My dad's like, oh, it's easy. My dad's really good at this stuff. And so I'm like, I can barely hold a screwdriver. I don't know how to do anything.
Did he not teach you?
You guys are just, do this.
I'm sorry.
I can't do it, Greg.
You.
If my dad was a rocket scientist, do you think that if my dad was a NASA engineer, it's like, well, just teach him how to do it? I can't do it.
Okay, I'm just asking why he didn't teach you when you were younger.
This
is how you use a hammer.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app and live on YouTube.
I come to Morongo to win big, like Oscar R., who just won $535,000. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Bring your W2G from any casino on June 14th for a chance to win $25,000 cash.
Number 2.
Catch Living on a Prayer, playing the music of Bon Jovi, June 18th. And Classic Journey, playing the music of Journey, the 25th.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away 3 Corvette Stingrays, June 28th. You could drive off a winner.
Morongo, good times.
Did you know that at Children's Hospital Los Angeles, the game starts before your baby even arrives?
Their Fetal and Neonatal Institute is a lifeline for over 3,000 high-risk babies and expectant mothers each year. From expert fetal maternal care before birth to a level 4 NICU for newborns needing intensive care, CHLA is the MVP for the most complex cases. So when it comes to your new baby, put an all-star team in your corner from day one. To learn more, visit chla.org.
Hey, it's Ireland. Count on Jacob after a truck wreck. Count on Jacob after a slip and fall. Count on Jacob after a pedestrian crash. Count on Jacob, 800-345-6789.
Call Jacob.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
And it is 1 o'clock in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. And you know it's time for Sports Graffiti on Mason and Ireland. This is where you call in and talk to the fellas.
877-710-ESPN.
That's right, that number is back. It's not a mistake. Big voice guy, do it one more time.
877-710-ESPN.
You get to talk to Mason and Ireland during Sports Graffiti, and we know everybody loves Mason and Ireland.
Rick Vega, I'm the reigning champ of the Mason Ireland Poker Invitational.
Gregory Mendez, Port Hueneme, California.
Why do you love Mason Ireland?
Why I love them? Because they're there every day for me. They're consistently giving out some funny takes, being goofy, and to be honest, we need it in a time like this, so I love it.
Let's do it. Sports Graffiti time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. All the lines. I actually got one line open. 877-710-ESPN. Let's start in Culver City with Derek. Hey, Derek, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good to hear Greg back. Gentlemen, so I want to give you my prediction and maybe hear your prediction on the Lakers starting lineup next year.
Okay.
You want to tell me yours first?
Yes. It is going to be SGA, Wemby, Giannis, LeBron, and Luka. What do you think, man?
Good guess. Good guess. I think that might be overreach on your part. I will say the starting lineup is going to be Luka, Austin, LeBron, Trey Murphy, and Nick Claxton.
Okay, what do you think?
Oh, I got Luka, Reeves, Mitchell Robinson, Rui Hachimura, and Herb Jones.
You know what? I love your lineup. I love your lineup. John, that is a really strong lineup, don't you think?
Yeah, so I'm going to have to make a change to mine.
Uh-oh. Who you Derek, it's a great question. Thank you.
You're going to take SGA out? You're going to take Wemby out?
No, I'm going to take
you should take Wemby.
No. I'm going to take Giannis out and put in Jokic.
Oh, that's a good call.
Okay, there you go.
I love that lineup.
Yeah, that's a great lineup.
Yeah.
Mine, by the way, don't you think mine is interesting?
Yeah, I don't know how you make it happen.
God,
sure.
Trey Murphy is the one I want. Trey Murphy, I think, is a perfect fit for the Lakers.
A name I keep hearing, I don't know if the Lakers can pull it off, but I think he could be moved, is Domantas Sabonis.
Yeah.
He's led the league in rebounding 3 years in a row, and he can score.
I mean, the problem is if you do that, and he's a spectacular player, but if you do that, that's pretty much your move.
Right.
You're not going to build any depth beyond that. And by the way, you will have to make some choices, some hard choices about some of those complementary players that we talk about, like Kennard and Rui and Marcus Smart.
Sure.
So
you should. He owned AD when AD was here, Domantas Sabonis.
That's true. That's true. Let's go to Steve in North Hollywood. Hey, Steve, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hey, guys. So, I'm going to say something that may be controversial, but Greg is 100% right. He's the only one making. He's the only one making sense. Yeah. He's the only one who's like, look, we can do an autopsy on the draft because it's after the fact, but we can still do it, and we can look at this draft and say, okay, maybe you could have went at 13 receiver, and he would have contributed right away because I think we all liked Mekhi Levin.
Yes.
But the Rams in a lot of mocks, and again they're mocks, but there was rumors that they were also linked to a couple different tackles in this draft. Monroe Freeling, there was talk, I think, of Spencer Fano. Now, I want to just look at the draft and say, well, look, what happened in the draft? Well, an offensive tackle went 9th. Okay, that was Spencer Fano. He went early.
Right.
Then 10th was Francis Magoa, whatever. Okay, he went 10th. Then Caden Proctor went 12th, and then a guard, the Ione guy from Penn State went 14th, and then another tackle, Blake Miller.
So your point is that there were offensive linemen available.
Got later. They could have traded back, and a number of these guys the Rams were familiar with. I think it's Monroe Freeling who there was some people thinking that the Rams were going to maybe go for him.
But here's my question, Steve. And obviously there were a lot of good offensive linemen that the Rams passed up on. But they couldn't have anticipated what happened with Alaric Jackson.
Yeah, they thought that box had been checked.
Yeah, I mean, the offensive line was a strength last year. So, and they did go offensive line in the 3rd round. I mean, I have no idea if this guy's, offensive tackle, Missouri, Keegan Trost. So they did do that to add some depth to the offensive line. But I just think it's impossible for them to have anticipated that this situation with Alaric Jackson would go down. Let's go to Mike in Long. But thank you very much for the call. Mike in Long Beach, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
Hey, good afternoon, fellas.
Good afternoon.
Just wanted to pop in really quick and say I'm kind of disappointed in the vibe in L.A., specifically Inglewood, just with the World Cup in town.
Yep.
I figured, there'd be a lot more excitement. Maybe it's just pricing out of, regular fans out of the games. We're not able to see them in person, but, I kind of wish there was a little bit more going on, World Cup is a huge thing for everyone. Just wish there was a little more.
Me too. I think they've done a terrible job in terms of making tickets available to fans. There are tickets available, at least as last check. I saw a story yesterday for Friday night's game between USA Paraguay.
This is an epidemic that is throughout sports, but the World Cup is the best example of it.
Yep.
They have priced out the casual fan.
100%.
Dodgers have done it. Rams have done it. Lakers have done it. Now the World Cup is doing it on steroids. You could go to a Laker, Dodger, and Ram game collectively for the price of one ticket to go to a World Cup game. Pepe, who would go to a game every night if he could, looked at the prices and just said, forget it.
Yeah, you just can't. I looked at the prices for – I'd like to be able to say I went to a World Cup game. The prices for tomorrow night – and again, there are tickets still available. Prices like $950 for the 500s.
Right.
I'm just not willing to spend that kind of money.
No. And you would think that eventually they may come down, as we get closer to games, and, they're going to have to do something to fill up the stadium.
Although, you know what the trick is, John? Then the people who did pay the big money get pissed off because people got in for a lot less.
And they should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did what you want a consumer to do. They bought their tickets early. They invested in the World Cup, and you're charging them an arm and a leg. I'm not so sure. I don't know how to solve it, Mace.
Yeah.
But it is happening way too much in sports that Emily talks about this all the time. She says she would go to maybe 9 or 10 Dodger games a year, but she can't afford it.
Right.
So she goes to 1 or 2.
Yep.
And it's happening. I understand that the Lakers, the Dodgers, and the Rams put on just great shows and good products. But we've got to figure out a way. And again, I don't have the answer yet, but I'm not giving up. We got to figure out a way to get the casual fan back into the stadiums, because right now it's as worse as it's ever been.
Yeah, it is really rough right now. And I think it's going to be embarrassing if we see empty seats at World Cup games. And there are seats available all over the country. I don't know how it's doing in Mexico or how it's doing in Canada, but in the United States, FIFA's a bunch of greedy bastards, and a lot of people are not going to get in to experience the World Cup. Let's go to Travis in Oxnard. Hey, Travis, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up with you, man?
Good afternoon. So you guys were talking about Freddie Freeman with the whole Mr. 3000. It kind of reminded me. I originally wanted to present this to Travis Rogers, but he was in Philly visiting his son and got moved to the afternoon.
Okay.
Anyway, Clayton Kershaw hit 3,000 strikeouts last year.
Yep.
Which, you guys remember the movie Mr. 3000? Bernie Mac goes out to get his 3 hits.
I just watched it.
What? Oh, no way. Okay,
yeah,
so
like
which
a month
pitcher...
ago.
Nice. I haven't seen that thing in years, but which pitcher of the 3,000 club could you see being like, I got to go back? Like, for example, I could see Max Scherzer doing it, but he's so far past 3,000. What came to mind was Greinke, but he's like 20 short. Is there any guy in your guys' mind that is fun to think about? I don't think Kershaw's that guy. He's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'll listen on the other side.
Okay,
All right,
cool.
So what he's talking about, Mace, is somebody would come back
to try to get to 3,000 strikeouts.
Greinke is the name he mentioned. Greinke's perfect because Zach's a little weird, and I think in a good way,
right?
And I think he's the type of guy that could pull it off. Like, he's super cerebral, super smart. I was reading about this the other day. I mean, Verlander and Scherzer are already there, and the person that I thought. There were two people that kind of jumped out at me. One, if he could stay healthy, would be Garrett Cole. I think he's at like 2,200 and change. And I think the guy who's actually going to do it is Chris Sale. Chris Sale's got like 2,700, and he's having another good season.
He's having a really
this
good
year.
season, yeah.
So I think those are the two names to watch, Chris Sale and Garrett Cole. Other than that, if you're looking for a name of somebody to unretire, I don't know.
I don't know that we're necessarily going to move into a world where everybody unretires. Aaron Donald's unretiring. Right. Now Greinke's unretiring.
Greinke's 21 away.
Oh, man, he should come back for the 21.
He could do it.
He's a Hall of Famer, I think, right?
Yeah.
He's got multiple Cy Youngs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to Drew in Wildemar. Drew, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, Drew.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So last week I called asking for some parenting advice for my 5-month-old son trying to sleep through the night.
Yeah.
And a very kind woman called in yesterday giving some advice. That was very nice of her.
That was nice.
I have an update for you guys.
Okay.
Last night my boy slept for 2 3-hour stretches.
Beautiful.
And that's the longest he slept in 3 months probably. So I'm on top of the world right now, and I just want to give you guys an update.
All right. Hey, I got more good news. It's going to keep getting better. You know, when you're in it, when your kid's not sleeping, you feel like it's never going to end. But now that you've started to turn this corner, in a month you won't even remember how frustrating this was because he'll start sleeping through the night. So good for you, man. And
Way
thank
to
you for the
survive
update.
it, man. Yeah, stay in touch with us. I want to know when he walks.
Heck yeah.
When he starts walking, call in. Let's go. Let's get one more in here. Let's go to Walrus in Encino. Hey, Walrus, what's up, man?
Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I think tonight is a must-win game for either the Knicks or the Spurs. The Spurs go down 3-1. It's very hard to overcome that. Only been done one time with LeBron and the Cavs over the Warriors. But honestly, I think if the Knicks lose tonight, it's a 2-2 split. That means they need to win at least one more in San Antonio. I think that's going to be a real heavy lift. And last night, and I would imagine again tonight, Greg Popovich was in the building. That is some major motivation for that young Spurs team that's already heavily motivated. I just hope it's going to be a great game one way or another. You all have a great day.
All right. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been such a good series. I would really like to see San Antonio win. I mean, I picked San Antonio in 7. I'm rooting for San Antonio in this series, although I've got nothing against the Knicks. I'm just a huge Wemby fan. But I do think that tonight, it is
Whoever
every
wins
one of
is
these
gonna
games,
win the title.
Every one of these games has gone down to the wire, and I anticipate tonight will be the same thing. And it's, to me, the question is, does San Antonio have the poise at the end of a game to do what they did in Game 3? Because it's going to come down to that.
They hit 2 huge shots.
Yep.
The one by Castle and the one by Fox. By the way, Fox is going to be available pretty soon.
Is he? Oh, because of Dylan Harper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the problem is he makes $60 million a year. I don't know if he's worth that.
He's not worth that.
He's not worth that.
He's looked terrible.
Yeah.
Well, until he won the game.
Well, he did hit a 5-footer. That was good.
Well,
he missed everything else.
It was the game.
It was the game. It was the game-winning shot.
Yeah.
You're correct.
All right. Coming up, we expect to hear from the new Kings head coach, Peter Laviolette, at some point today. He is being introduced by the Kings even as we speak. Also, Ben Lyons is going to come in, going to be on the show, and Ramona Shelburne is going to join at 2:30 today. And by the way, coverage and content of the 2026 NBA playoffs on ESPN LA, presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Tune in to Game 4 of the NBA Finals tonight, starting at 5:30 on ESPN LA 710 or on the ESPN LA app and crystal clear digital audio and play. Your perfect combination of Pechanga Resort Casino. Visit pechanga.com for more information. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. Let me tell you about my friends at the Southern California Hyundai dealers. They have got the North American Utility Vehicle of the Year as voted on by 50 of North America's most respected automotive journalists. It is the 2026 Palisade. Now, this is an unbelievable vehicle. It is, you can get the ICE or the hybrid model. 3 rows, you can seat up to 8 passengers, best-in-class interior space, all the safety features, dynamic voice recognition, Alexa is built in. I mean, the Palisade has everything, including not 1, but 2 sunroofs. It's an unbelievable ride. And by the way, if you're not looking Palisade, you may go Santa Fe for a smaller SUV. You may go Sonata for a nice, stylish sedan. You might go Ioniq 5, which is like driving a spaceship, or go with an Elantra like I did. I've got an Elantra hybrid, and I'm about to lease another one at the end of the year. Hyundai, with the Palisade and all their vehicles, gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. That includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, 24/7 roadside assistance. That is peace of mind. That's what you get from Hyundai. Visit your SoCal Hyundai dealers today for all the information to check out the Palisade. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Oh, here we go. Mason and Ireland are inviting you to kick off the World Cup at Commerce Casino for a Mexico versus South Africa watch party. Going to be a party, oh party. Join the ESPN LA crew on June 11th, starting at 12 p.m. as Mason and Ireland broadcast live during an afternoon of soccer, excitement, and giveaways, celebrating the world's biggest stage. Come be part of the action, hang with ESPN LA, Mason and Ireland, and cheer on your favorite team at Commerce Casino on June 11th. All thanks to Michelob Ultra. Michelob Ultra, the official beer sponsor of the World Cup.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as 1 day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by non-stop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, and all the flavors that make every match unforgettable. Grab fire-grilled asada tacos, slow-braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more. Join us for every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Mercado Gonzalez is your soccer fan paradise this summer, where every match tastes better.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
So I want to ask you guys if I am crazy.
Okay.
And if there's something wrong with me.
I like this.
The answer, yes and yes.
More Mason and Ireland right now.
So World Cup starts tonight?
Thursday. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Mexico and
South Africa.
South Africa.
And
Yep.
then Friday at SoFi, it's Paraguay versus the U.S. men's national team. You know, John, on the Mason Plus podcast, I had a chance to talk to the voice of soccer, Andres Cantor.
How was he?
He was, what a nice man. What a nice man. I got a little clip I want to play. You know, the field has... Exactly.
Did you do it?
No, I would not. It's not a circus animal. I'm not going to just make him.
That's the
I
whole
bet you
reality.
most interviews he goes on, people ask him.
Yeah,
absolutely. You should.
I felt that was rude.
That was below you.
Yeah, I didn't want to put him in a spot at 8:00 in the morning where he's yelling goal.
I mean, he can wake up his kids. It's fine.
Yeah, sure. So here he is. The field has expanded to 48, and I want you to listen to this.
This is the first time the field has expanded to 48 teams. In your mind, does that let more deserving teams in, or does it water down the field a little bit?
Does it dilute quality? I would say so. What I'm saying, Steve, is that you can put 100 countries playing the World Cup, and at the end of the day, in the last week, we will have the same expected Final Four, being England, Brazil, Argentina, France, Spain. Those 6 will always most likely be around, whether with a 32-team tournament, with a 64-team tournament, with a 100-team tournament. We shall see how this experiment goes, and I guarantee you, unless there's a major surprise, 4 of those 6 will be around in the final week of the tournament.
So if you want to hear the entire conversation with Andres Cantor, you can go to the ESPN LA YouTube channel. Search Mason Plus, spell out plus when you do that search. And, of course, it's on Apple and Spotify and all that stuff. It's brought to you by Jacob and Ronnie, my official sponsor now for Mason Plus.
I liked all the noises that were there. What was going on there?
Well, if you watch the video, there's all kinds of images and stuff that fly by. It's actually a really cool little piece.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I started to watch the one with Travis and you, Ireland, where you were doing the West Wing. I didn't finish it because I had other stuff to
So
do.
you don't know who won?
I have no idea who won.
You want me to tell you?
Yes, I do.
Spoiler
Who won?
alert. It's been 2 weeks. Go ahead, John.
I beat him 15-11.
15 to 11. You obviously know much more than he does.
He was good.
He was very good.
He was very respectable. It was close. Like halfway through, it was tied.
And you know what? And I don't think I know any show in the history of the world as well as John Ireland and Travis Rogers know West Wing. Like, you could ask me Game of Thrones questions. I watched every episode of Game of Thrones. I would not. I don't remember.
You don't remember the details. I don't remember details for all these shows.
I remember a red wedding. I remember Ned Stark getting his head cut off.
Yeah.
I remember Arya Stark getting the Night King.
That's how it ends.
No, it doesn't. It goes on after that. And then
that's right.
We got the worst king.
Yeah, it was the most ridiculous.
Wait a minute.
That show sucked after season 5.
Who was Mace in the big picture of things? Who was a worse guy? All right, Joffrey or Ramsey Bolton?
Oh, Ramsey Bolton.
Ramsey
Bolton was so awful. What was the guy's name? Who he Screech?
No, Reek.
Reek. Yeah.
Oh my God, he tortured that guy. And by the way, at the end, got eaten by dogs.
Poor
his own dogs.
I know more about this than I remember.
Stark. Poor Sophie Turner.
Yeah.
First she was married to Joffrey, and then she was married to Ramsey.
Oh, Ramsey. God, he was awful.
And then she wasn't even queen after all that.
No, they
which she should have.
They took the kid with the bird head that
the one that said the entire time, "I don't want to be king. I should never be king."
That was one of the most anticlimactic endings. John, who do you think should have been king? If you were to crown the king at the end of Game of Thrones, who would it have been? There's an obvious answer. Tyrion.
Jon Snow.
Jon Snow.
Easy.
I would have been okay with that.
That's fine. Well, he had to go into what was the backlands called? Like
Oh, he went to the the other side of the wall.
The other side of the wall, whatever that's called.
That. Yeah, winter was coming. Winter was coming the
Again.
entire time. Do you watch House of the Dragon?
I do.
It's coming back in July.
So hopefully something actually starts happening, because in the last 2 seasons, nothing is happening.
The one thing I'll say, though, is there's more dragons in House of the Dragon than there is in Game of Thrones.
Well, this is going to be where the dragons fight, and then I'm guessing at the end of this, all the dragons will go away because they're gone in Game of Thrones.
Yes, true, exactly
So
right.
they have to leave at some point. So I'm assuming that this is going to be that spot where all the dragons kind of disappear.
John, you up for a good dragon fight?
No, I've not gotten into House of the Dragon.
Are you going to wait until the very end and then watch all the episodes in a big hurry?
I don't think so. I think I got my fill. You know me, I was very reluctant to dive into Game of Thrones, and you and Trudell convinced me to do it, and I was very glad I did. I thought it was great. But I got my fill of, I've never seen a Lord of the Rings movie. I've never seen a Harry Potter movie. It's not really my thing. But I got my fill of fantasy dragons with Game of Thrones. I think I'm good.
I think if you wanted any part of the world again, John, go watch the one where it's Dunk and Egg. That was fantastic.
What is Dunk?
and Egg?
Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Night of the Seven.
Did you guys like that?
I
didn't watch it.
I loved it. It was great.
Yeah, I heard it was kind of funny.
It is very funny. You should see the very first scene of the very first episode tells you what the tone of the show is.
Okay.
It's great. Go watch it.
I will check that out. By the way, the show that I'm on right now is Rooster. It is so good. Steve Carell is just great. Do you watch Shrinking?
Yeah, I love Shrinking.
Same guy that did Shrinking.
Yep.
It has totally a Shrinking vibe to it.
It does. It is, but it's not as good. I mean, it's an okay show. I just don't. It's not believable.
Shrinking is a great show.
Shrinking is amazing.
Love that.
That's
show.
coming back too for a fourth season, and it should not.
I think
come
Michael
back.
J. Fox is on it now.
He was.
right?
Yeah, he was in season 3.
Yeah. John, this is something you found that I think is funny. You found Jamie Foxx doing some impersonation.
Okay, first of all, BC, did you bleep
Yeah, we got it.
Yes.
Oh, it's a
okay.
bleep? Okay.
Yeah, this is Jamie Foxx doing 3 impersonations in 1 minute. First, you'll hear him do Ernie Johnson. Then you'll hear him do Shaq. Then you'll hear him do Barkley. And they're all decent. Here it is.
13 of 16 here in the Garden. I'm here. They're there. We're all here. Shaq is here. Charles is here. Kenny's here. What do you think, Shaq? I don't know what you said, but we're here in the Garden. They're going off. It's great here in the Garden right now. Here at the New York Knicks, everyone's here. Ben Stiller's here. Timothy Chalamet's there. Spike Lee's there. Everyone is here in the Garden. We're here. They're there. We're going to be here. We'll be here all night. They'll be there all night. What do you think? Charles, weigh in. Ernie, let me say this. Ernie, let me say this. Shaq, let me say, Shaq, what do you think? We're here. They're there. We're here. We'll be right back. Kia, right here in the Garden.
That is fantastic.
The Barkley is so good.
The Barkley is great. The Ernie is unbelievable.
Yeah. Jamie Foxx is a talented dude.
They're
man.
here. We're here. They're there. We're there. That's so damn funny. Did he do that on Inside the NBA?
No, he just did it in a video on his phone and posted it.
Oh, that is so damn funny. That's so damn funny. All right, coming up next for you, why don't we, here's something you don't think about. LeBron and movies. You don't often think about LeBron and movies, but he was talking about movies the other day, and I want to play you what he said. That's coming up next for you. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Blue Ice Vodka is the finest vodka sourced from Idaho potatoes and pure Snake River aquifer water. Blue Ice is made from potatoes. Most vodka is made from corn. When you make it from potatoes, it's smoother, creamier, has no burn, gluten-free, made from non-GMO potatoes, no added sugar. Blue Ice Classic is only 64 calories per ounce, and that's only one of 3 flavors. Besides the Blue Ice Classic, they have double espresso that's crafted from Arabica coffee and huckleberry, which is Idaho's state fruit. These vodkas have won more awards than I can count. It's available everywhere at your favorite bars and restaurants, or you can do what I do and go pick it up at the grocery store. I get mine at Ralph's. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
It's time for your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Here's Mario Ruiz.
As Thursday's FIFA World Cup opener between Mexico and South Africa inches closer and closer, some of the biggest stars in the world of football are ready to shine on the biggest stage. All eyes are going to be on Argentina's captain Lionel Messi as he looks to make one more magical World Cup run. France brings in a loaded roster led by Kylian Mbappe, while Spain's teenage sensation Lamine Yamal enters the tournament as one of the most exciting young talents in the world of football. Closer to home, the U.S. men's national team is going to lean on Christian Pulisic to lead its attack, while Portugal's legendary icon Cristiano Ronaldo hopes to lift the World Cup trophy for the very first time.
And that's your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. From kickoff to the final whistle, performance matters. Keep your vehicle running strong. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and locations near you.
Oh, here we go. Mason and Ireland are inviting you to kick off the World Cup at Commerce Casino for a Mexico versus South Africa watch party. Going to be a party, oh party. Join the ESPN LA crew on June 11th, starting at 12 p.m. as Mason and Ireland broadcast live during an afternoon of soccer, excitement, and giveaways, celebrating the world's biggest stage. Commerce Casino, June 11th. All thanks to Michelob Ultra. Michelob Ultra, the official beer sponsor of the World Cup.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
Red Card penalty. Score big flavor with Waba Grill's new Red Card combo for a limited time. A mini sweet and spicy chicken bowl, chili crisp dumplings, and a refreshing penalty punch for a beverage with mango popping boba. An all-star lineup for just $9.99 only at Waba Grill.
Match day in LA is almost here. This Friday, join ESPN LA at Hollywood Park Casino for the ultimate tailgate before the opening match in Los Angeles. Mace, Andy, and Sua are live from noon to 3, followed by DeMarco, Travis, and Geeter from 3 to 6. Brought to you by Milagro Tequila, crafted from 100% Blue Weber agave for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. From game day gatherings to summer celebrations, Milagro brings a bright side to every occasion. Tequila never tasted better. Milagro Tequila. Please enjoy responsibly.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
I mean, what I'm thinking is, don't you know who I am? You're not responding to me?
I'm Steve Mason.
Exactly.
Mason and Ireland.
What? It's an outrage.
It is an outrage.
Back to the guys.
All right, we are live tomorrow at Commerce Casino for Mexico versus South Africa. It's a big watch party with me and Andy Kamenetsky and Pepe Mantilla, who's a huge fan of El Tri. We are on tomorrow again from Commerce Casino. Come out, hang out with us, watch Team Mexico win and beat South Africa.
Are they favored? Is Mexico favored?
You know, I haven't checked. Brian, what do you think, Brian?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say El
I
Tri is
believe
favored.
they are. Mexico and South Korea are supposed to come out of that group.
Oh,
Okay.
Mexico and South Korea.
Yeah, they're in the same group.
Listen to Greg Bergman. I'm Group D or whatever.
I don't know which group they're in.
Yeah.
I only know a few things.
That's
I know
good.
South Korea has Sonny, and he's good.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Mexico is a home, so they're
Right,
usually
they're
they
home.
usually
They're
get
in Mexico City for
Yeah, they
this
usually
game,
get
right?
out of the group stage.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about soccer World Cup? I don't.
I know very little.
I get into it when it's going on. Like I know, for example, I just wrote "Go Norway" on the board in here.
Why Norway?
Because that's my team that I got in the pool.
Yeah. Are you actually upset about the pool? No. Okay. Thank God. Good.
But I have no chance to win.
Why?
No, Morales has no chance to win. A lot of
He had
people
Italy.
think Norway has a chance to win the whole thing.
Right. Norway
They haven't lost in 2 years.
Yeah, and we've got that Holland, the striker named Holland, Haaland, who's like maybe the best striker in the tournament.
So why
from
don't
what
you?
I read.
I think you have as much of a chance to win as I do. I
No.
have the Netherlands. I mean,
Right,
they're-
but we
they're
just
good.
Like for example, we just played that clip from Andres Cantor. He says it comes down to
But
Argentina and England.
That doesn't
and
mean
Brazil
Norway
and-
can't win it. Uruguay's won the World Cup twice.
And also, that's not how we win the pool. You have to get points by wins and ties. Like me, I have France. They're gonna get. They're gonna get.
They're
going to
get to the final.
But that's probably not going to be enough to win because my other team is Congo, and they're going to get nothing.
Oh, Congo's not going anywhere.
No, I mean I did it for Dikembe Mutombo and for DJ and Benga.
Yeah, no, it's good. Good. Yeah, dedicated to them. Okay, I wanted to do something real quick here. LeBron James, and you don't think about this. Wherever LeBron James goes, he's LeBron James and recognizable, and people are trying to get his autograph and all that stuff. John, I was at a movie a couple years ago on the 3rd Street Promenade, and your guy, James Worthy, was in the theater.
Okay.
So I briefly saw James and said, hey, and he said, hey, Jeff.
Yep.
Because he thought my name was Jeff for a long time.
I remember that.
Yeah. And the one thing I noticed is he was surrounded coming out of that movie theater. Just like James Worthy, buzzing, and, wherever you go, if you're one of those guys, you are completely recognizable, especially here in Los Angeles. And LeBron James was talking about this. LeBron says it'd be nice to go to a movie.
I wish I could just sometimes walk into a movie theater just before the lights go off. You know what I'm saying? Or just go to an amusement park. Like my daughter wanted to go to amusement parks all the time. Like, babe, I love you.
It's not going to happen.
The nanny will take you. Yeah. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to be able to enjoy myself. And then it makes my daughter weirded out about it. But it's cool, man. I find times to be able to do things that I still like to do. It's not like I'm sheltered. I'm not sitting here crying for help. Please come help me get out the house. I love my life, bro. My family, I take care of my family. Family take care of me. We find moments where we can still enjoy life. And I wouldn't trade it for the world, for sure, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, LeBron can't walk into a movie theater. He can't go to Disneyland.
He cannot. No. He's been around LeBron a lot on the road. You've got to get a private room situation or he doesn't go.
Yeah. So there are, I mean, obviously the benefits far outweigh the negative, but yeah, it's something to think. You can't do any of that stuff. We're going to talk to Peter Laviolette from the Kings, brand new Kings head coach, in a second here. I see the line buzzing. And then we are going to get to Ben Lyons, who is in New York getting ready for Game 4 of the NBA Finals tonight. The Spurs versus the Knicks. And John thinks, and I agree with him, the winner of tonight's game is going to go on to win the series. And each of these games have been so competitive right down to the wire. And I would anticipate the same thing tonight.
I think tonight's going to be great. I think it's going to be the biggest game of the year. I think whoever wins tonight wins the NBA title. Can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
It's going to be great.
All right, so coming up here momentarily, I'm handling this. I always handle this badly. We're going to talk to Peter Laviolette, who's brand new head coach of the Los Angeles Kings. He was introduced today with a press conference, and we're going to be one of the first people to actually get a chance to talk to him about what's going on. John, do you know what mogging is?
No.
I don't either, and I want to know what it means. Everybody is talking about mogging. Now, do you know what mogging is, Brian Cohen?
Never heard of it.
You never heard of it?
Never heard of it.
There are like articles about mogging, M-O-G-G-I-N-G. If you know what mogging is, call in and tell us. Because
you have no idea what it is.
I don't. It has something
what happens
to do.
If you Google it?
It has something to do with like bragging.
Oh, okay.
Topping someone. Like some people could say Wemby mogged Jalen Brunson.
Gotcha.
In that play. I think that's the correct usage of the term mog. But it's one of the big terms right now, John. All right. I'm going to take a quick break. Yeah?
Well, then we would have to move Ben.
Yeah, we're operating on the fly.
Or we could just blow one of them off.
Oh, we have him? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we introduce to you now the new head coach of the Los Angeles Kings, Peter Laviolette. Peter, thank you so much for coming on. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, guys. Thank you.
Peter, it's great
to that noise in the background, huh?
Yeah, how about that?
Peter, it's
I
great.
love it.
It's great to have you here. You come, for people that don't know, Peter's got a couple of Stanley Cups. He's coached in 6 or 7 other places. Peter, what attracted you to the challenge of the Kings? You know, they won a couple of cups in the last decade, but they've been struggling since. Why was this a job you wanted to take on?
I think for a lot of reasons. Like to me, coming into the LA Kings and the ownership and what they've been able to do here, I think, is amazing. The city of Los Angeles as well has just got a great fan base and just a tremendous market. You look at the roster and the players that are here, I feel like it's a team that can move and take strides to every day take strides to become a better team, to put yourself in a position where, you can make noise in the playoffs. And, that's really what it's all about, is building something. And I feel like the pieces, starting with ownership, I feel like the pieces are here to do that. And for me as a coach and getting the opportunity with only 32 jobs available to be able to come in and land a spot with the Kings in Los Angeles, I'm just thrilled to be here. My family's thrilled, and we're really, really looking forward to it.
Peter, we're, of course, in the middle of the Stanley Cup Finals right now, as we're talking, and I wonder from you, because you've been there, what does it take to get to the Stanley Cup Finals?
There's a whole bunch of things it takes, but I mentioned it earlier when we had the press conference. So I think that if you can get players that care about each other, I think if you can get those players to make great decisions and to put the work in and really work to do things the right way, and then you can put a game plan in on the ice that's hard to play against. I think that you have a formula that becomes hard to stop, and that's what I found in my past destinations. And that's a team that cares about each other, that plays hard for each other, and has the vehicle on the ice to move together. That's a recipe for success for me. And I think you see it now too. You watch Carolina and the way that they're playing in Vegas, the way that they're playing. You listen to Florida, who just recently, won championships, and you listen to what they talk about, how the unity inside the room and how much they care about each other. And then the game that they played on the ice, well, that's a winning recipe and a recipe for success. So it's exciting to get here and try and build that from day one.
We're talking to Peter Laviolette, the new head coach of the Los Angeles Kings. Peter, you may have partially answered this already, but I'll throw it at you this way. The Kings is a weird job because they're not a bad team. They're a good team. They tend to make the playoffs every year. But when they run into trouble is in the first round. They have trouble getting out of the first round, and they won the Cup in 12. They won again in 14. But they keep butting their heads against the wall at the end of the first round. In your experience, what separates good teams, like the Kings have been, from great teams like the ones we're watching now?
Yeah, so, when things happen in the past, I don't really dive in and focus on that too much, because it's been my experience, and there's been teams that I've taken on in the first full year that maybe haven't found success and have been able to push that through that and maybe get to the finals and play for a cup. And so I don't necessarily put too much on past experiences, because every year is different and every team is different. So it's not about what last year's team did. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying that's not this year's team. So the only thing that I should be focusing on and that we should be focusing on as a group is this year's team and training camp and day one, and just trying to build something. And then, like I said, if it's built the right way, then I feel like when you get to the playoffs, you've equipped yourself with something that can make a team successful. And so those have been my experiences. So I don't think about it too much from a past standpoint. I think about the excitement of the future and the present today and the future moving forward. That's what can build a championship level team.
So you did not coach this season. You took this year off. How was it not coaching? What did it feel like?
Oh, my wife told me it was time to go back to work. we're back to work.
Mine would say the same
really
thing,
good.
Peter, if I took a year off.
I know. I actually say that joking. Like the one thing that you do miss is you miss out your family sacrifices, especially when you've been doing it for 30 years. There's things that they miss, and I'm not saying that in a bad way, but I'm just saying for me to get to spend time with my wife or to take a vacation with her. We went over to Scotland, and my daughter was over there. Nice. We got to visit her, and her boyfriend plays golf, and so we got to see that. My son plays in the East Coast Hockey League, and so I got a chance to go watch him play games. And I watch him on TV, but, it's something about having your mom or your dad there live and things that maybe I couldn't get to do. And my other son lives in Florida with us, and I think just spending more time with him was great. And so things that you may not, that you take for granted, you may not get to do, you actually get to do. And so I tried to make the most of the time.
Awesome. Well, listen, back to work now with the Los Angeles Kings. Thank you so much for coming on.
Congratulations,
Peter. Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, talk
take
to you
care.
soon.
There is new head coach of the Los Angeles Kings, Peter Laviolette. Coming up,
He's won the cup in a couple of different places, too. This is a good hire.
yeah, absolutely. Coming up next for you, Ben Lyons will join us from New York. He is New York Knicks fan number 1. Is he nervous? What's the atmosphere like in New York as they get ready for Game 4 at Madison Square Garden? Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Toyota's We Make It Easy sales event is here to keep your summer moving with great deals. And all the cars are on sale. The Camry, the Tacoma, the RAV4, whatever you're looking at, it's on sale. And there's one of two ways you can get yourself into a new Toyota. You can go to Toyota.com, explore the full lineup, compare features, or just head into one of your Southern California Toyota dealers. Toyota's We Make It Easy sales event. Toyota. Let's go places.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
Rams GM Les Snead joining us here on DeMarco and Travis. You mentioned, Myles Garrett, superpowers. Another guy with superpowers. When was the last time you talked to Aaron Donald?
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
I'm not one to get involved in the metaverse a lot, but, some people have definitely shared some of what's being said out there on these technological platforms. So
Les, he's out there benching like 150-pound dumbbell.
He looks pretty good.
He's teasing all of us.
Yeah. Every time I've seen Aaron and anytime there's a video posted, I can say this. I do think he has snaps left in his body. Knowing Aaron wants to be the best if he was to ever take another snap. So it's been cool to see Aaron get excited. He's still a big Rams fan. He still communicates with Sean. So it's awesome that he's excited about this move.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
Call Jacob. Hey, it's Mace.
And I'm Ireland.
And John, we are friends with Jacob and Ronnie, who is like the guy if you're involved in any kind of accident.
So if you get in an accident, what's your first thought? Like, what do I do? Where should I go? Who should I talk to? This is easy. You just call Jacob. 800-345-6789.
Yeah, I mean, the car's totaled. Who do you count on? The adjuster calls. Who do you count on? When you can't work, who do you count on? When your kid is hurt, who do you count on? Count on Jacob.
Again, that number is 800-345-6789. Just put it in your phone. Once you got it in your phone, then you don't have to think if one of these things happens to you. You counted on Jacob, and it worked out great for you.
Absolutely did. 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
I'm a babyface and John's a heel.
John's not a heel.
Exactly.
John's the heel.
This is the 1% a heel.
He's a heel.
Well, I'm Mr. 1% and I own it.
Back to Steve Mason and John Ireland.
All right, let's go live to New York, huh? That's where the action is tonight at Madison Square Garden. And our friend Ben Lyons is there, was at Game 3, and he's going to be at Game 4, I assume, tonight. Ben, what's going on, man?
Oh, it's great to be in the streets. Everybody's selling T-shirts. Just past a John Starks jersey here on 23rd and 6th. We are making our way towards the Garden because the other night it took an hour and a half to get in the building. But I don't think Donnie from Queens is going to come to the game tonight.
He's not. No, he's not coming, so you should have an easier time
that'll
getting
loosen
in.
things up a little bit.
So,
yeah.
Ben, here's my question. You sent me a text the next morning after that game saying it was one of the great sports experiences of your life, just kind of taking the Knicks in the finals. You've been a Knicks fan your entire life. Where is your confidence level now after what happened in Game 3? Are you confident? Are you nervous? A little of both? Where's your confidence level?
I definitely got lost up in all the excitement around the first finals game in New York City since 1999. There was so much hype and hoopla and who's going to be there and can you get a ticket and all that. It's almost like I, even as a fan, forgot about the actual basketball of it all. And it's like, oh, wait, there's a 7'5" French guy who shoots threes and some pretty pesky guards who make it hard to dribble across half court. Let's figure this out. So now, yeah, John, to answer your question, I'm not confident. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm all the emotions. It's the NBA Finals, elite basketball at the highest level. We got ourselves a series. They're tough, and yeah, this is it.
So Ben Stiller came out and said he wants better. He wants the celebrities courtside to pay more attention to the game. Apparently, the celebrities went to the fancy secret backroom party room at halftime and then were late coming back, and that irritated Ben. Are the celebrities doing enough for the Knicks right now?
What's really fun about the celebrity culture thing around the Knicks, right, is that the ones they put up on the Jumbotron, and I sent John the list of everybody who was in the building, they're diehards. Stiller, Jon Stewart, Chris Rock, the cast of Law and Order. I mean, they've been there for years. I sat with Jerry Cooney in a box, the old boxer. He's there all the time, right? So I don't think it was necessarily like the celebs weren't locked in. DJ Khaled wasn't locked in on his phone. I don't know if he was, texting, somebody in the studio or something, but that was the story of the game. That DJ Khaled is not really a fan texting. But, yeah, it was such a circus. It was the Met Ball meets, the finals. It was like a who's who of just New York power and money and ego. And it was honestly, guys, like Mace, you covered World Series and Rose Bowls and, Super Bowls as a journalist, as a fan. You've touched them in a lot of different ways. This was just different. The president of it all, the Knicks being in the finals. Just a strange, weird, special event I'll never forget.
Ben Lyons is our guest, the biggest Knicks fan we know. We brought Ben on for Game 3. We have him on now for Game 4. It's tonight. You can hear it right here on ESPN LA. Ben, let's talk a little basketball like you and I normally do. I was very surprised that they went away from Karl Anthony Towns initiating the offense and moving the ball. That's what got him the 13-game winning streak. They were whipping the ball all around the perimeter. Towns was very involved as an initiator. And then they went back to, for lack of a better description, Jalen Brunson hero ball. Is that something the Spurs did to force them into that, or did the Knicks just get away from what they normally do?
They completely regressed. The Karl Anthony Towns unlock that saved the Hawks series and was the storyline of the Sixers series became an option in the Cavaliers series. Now it's like non-existent. Now they just don't even seem to go to it like they did, in those previous series. And you're right. It resorted to Tibbs' offense of hero ball. Brunson saved the day. Brunson one on five. He wants this moment. He's been going to that gym since he was a kid with his dad and dreaming of the other night, So I understand him pressing a bit. But they are more successful with him off the ball at times, with him facilitating at times. Mikal Bridges was a ghost in the moment. So, yeah, I want to see them get back to what had them on this winning streak where they unlocked video game-like production. I don't think it's going to take that level of offense to win, but a lot better than what we saw in the second half for sure.
So there was a moment in Game 3 where there was a questionable play where Wemby threw Jalen Brunson to the floor that didn't get did not get called. It was just missed. A lot of people say, some people are saying, I assume Knicks fans are saying that should have been upgraded to a flagrant. It should be on Wemby's. How do you stand on that?
I'm with John. I never blame the refs as to why they lost. I think two things can be true. The refs were terrible, missed that call, and, the Knicks lost the game by turning the ball over and not making shots. Like, both of those narratives can be true at the same time. Yeah, I mean, it sucks that that's the storyline of the game. I feel like every single NBA Finals, every single NBA Finals game is defined by a moment, a play, a storyline, a matchup. And right now, the narrative around Game 3 in particular, but even the series, is the refereeing, and that's not cool historically. We don't want in the pantos of the history of the NBA to be like, oh, yeah, that was the Zach Zarba game, or the, you know what I mean? Like, we don't want that. So we want the plays and the highlights and the switching hands going down the lane like Jordan in 91 and the storylines and, all the moments. So I think that the moments being a missed call, that stinks.
We're talking to Ben Lyons. He is in New York City. Game 4 is tonight. Knicks lead the
series. And, guys, I'm not going tonight.
You're not?
Because because, honest, this is real. This is 100% real. I was so lucky to walk into a ticket the other night. When I was on the radio with you guys, I got a ticket maybe like 40 minutes before that.
Oh, wow.
It was such a powerful and cathartic and emotional experience that imprinted on my soul forever that I don't feel like it's right cosmically to want to replicate or take that experience again selfishly. Some other human being out there who's a Knicks fan should be able to touch heaven for 2.5 hours like I did the other day.
But don't you want to be there for a win? Don't you want to be there you were there for a loss. Don't you want to be there for a win?
I know, Macy. I know. You're really, man, I know. So you're like the bad devil on my shoulder right now. I thought this good karma I was putting out into the Knicks fan ethos, but now you're right. I do want to see a finals win at the Garden. It's too much, guys. Like, John's joking about the sleeping. I started cramping the other day. I cried when I got to my seat. That's a true story. I literally got to my seat after an hour and a half of the motorcade and Trump, and I just started weeping, and I had to remove myself. So it's just been a lot for your boy, and one was enough,
Yep.
So will you watch this game tonight alone so you don't affect anyone, or you get a crew of friends together, or how do you play?
You going to go to Bryant Park and watch it there? What are you going to do?
Yeah, Bryant Park. No. I'm so excited. So I don't know, Mace, if you know this, but John does. I've been producing a documentary about the Jamaican national basketball team and their quest to make the FIBA World Cup. And Coach Stumbo and Coach Rowan are in New York City randomly. So I got my Kingston crew, and we're posted up at American Whiskey. So
awesome, man.
Love it.
Awesome.
Love it. Well, Ben,
and the city's on fire. I mean, I ran into a guy in the street who said, I cut Buddy Hield's hair on the street in the first round. Like, everybody's eating off of this thing here,
It's
a special time in the city.
Yeah. All right, Ben, I don't even know if you know this. The NBA just released this. That game, the one you were at, Game 3, is the most watched NBA Finals game since 1998.
Wow. Since the year before the Knicks were there the last time.
Right. The end of Michael Jordan's career. So the whole world is watching. Ben, Mace and I are divided. He's pulling for the Spurs. I'm pulling for the Knicks. But I think it could go either. Matter of fact, Ben, I'm curious if you agree.
Absolutely. Hey, there's my man, Josh Safdie. I'm on the radio in Los Angeles.
Josh Safdie?
Hey, hello, everybody.
Hey, Josh.
Josh, what's going on, man?
Hey, Josh Safdie on the streets of New York City.
Oh, that's awesome. Great filmmaker. Great guy.
Ben, do you agree with me that whoever wins tonight wins the finals?
Absolutely, 100%. That's why it's going to be the Knicks by 20, like I said the other day on the show. We're going to ride it again. We're going to double down. I got the Dollar jersey on. We just ran into Safdie. Like, let's go. It's Knicks in 5. Come
awesome,
on.
Man. Awesome.
Love it. Love it. Have fun.
Have a blast, man. Thank you very much for coming on.
I love you guys. Take care. Go Knicks.
Right, see ya.
Cool. By the way, Josh Safdie, who we mentioned and ran into, is the guy that directed Marty Supreme and Uncut Gems.
Right, and so obviously big sports fan.
Yes, huge.
And, Chalamet was there in his full Marty Supreme orange.
That's right, he was.
There's a rumor that Emily sent me. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's true, that Kylie Jenner and Chalamet broke up.
No!
I don't know if it's true.
Oh, Are you that upset? Are you really
I'm
deep inside now?
Greg, you know me.
No, but Mason.
No way. Shocked. I thought those two kids would be together forever. All right, coming up next, we're going to do some Fast Track. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The home of Rams football, and now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
And now from Good Karma Brands, here is Sam Pines.
Hi, this is Sam Pines, partner at Good Karma Brands in ESPN LA. Yeah, those 4 letters matter. ESPN. And the first one is the most important. Entertainment. That's our goal. And here in LA, we've got iconic voices in championship teams to talk about every day. We're an independent company, and our founder, Craig Karmazin, has kept us hyper-focused on 3 things that matter. The fans, our advertising partners, and our teammates. Whether it's a great breakdown of last night's game, figuring out who has to pay up on a bet, or something fun on social, we want you to enjoy it. So no matter where you're listening, on 7:10 a.m., the ESPN LA app, TuneIn, iHeart, Odyssey, or watching on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Thanks for being part of this with us. You're not just listening to the story, you're part of it. ESPN LA, LA's mega sports station.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. It's springtime in SoCal, and you're still on those same old floors? Make a power move with Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Hardwood, laminate, waterproof vinyl, carpet, turf, all in stock. They even have Core-Tec, the original 100% waterproof, kid-proof, pet-proof, luxury vinyl flooring in a ton of colors ready and in stock. Visit the showroom off the 5 next to the Commerce Casino or check them out on the web, HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. No games, no gimmicks, and no spring sale beats wholesale.
I come to Morongo to win big, like Oscar R., who just won $535,000. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Bring your W2G from any casino on June 14th for a chance to win $25,000 cash.
Number 2.
Catch Living on a Prayer, playing the music of Bon Jovi, June 18th. And Classic Journey, playing the music of Journey, the 25th.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away 3 Corvette Stingrays, June 28th. You could drive off a winner.
Morongo, good times.
Mike, you've been around a lot of teams, and what you've built at Rotolo Chevrolet, it just feels different.
Travis, I appreciate that. It all starts with believing in our people. If you empower them, they'll do right by the customer.
And that's where the culture comes from.
Exactly. We don't just sell cars. We focus on giving customers what they want and making it a great experience.
That's why people like me keep coming back. I've been here 3 times.
That's the win for us. I get to keep seeing you. Long-term relationships, not just transactions.
Rotolo Chevrolet, number 1 for a reason.
Looking for a vodka with standards? Blue Ice delivers. American-made from Idaho potatoes, gluten-free, non-GMO, and only 64 calories an ounce. Enjoy the classic huckleberry with lemonade or award-winning double espresso. Blue Ice vodka, premium taste, nothing extra.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com.
That's ESPNLAcontests.com.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland.
And it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350 cube, 3 1/4 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plain manifold, open race cams.
Fast Track on Mason in Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
All right, zoom, Bergman.
All right, so the new WNBA team, the Portland Fire, is hiring a mascot that is set to make $100 to $130 an hour. How much money would it take for you two to be a mascot?
I just think that's a tough job, man. You're in that suit and you got
100 to 130,
that big felt head on, and
somebody
breathing your own breath. I mean,
somebody told me that Rocky, the mascot for the Nuggets, makes $500,000 a year.
$500,000. No, I'd put the hat on for that. I put that goofy felt head on for that.
Yeah. So it depends. Mace, I actually think you in a mascot costume would be pretty funny because it would be kind of like you are on the radio. But people don't know this about Mason, that off the air you're kind of quiet.
Yeah, I'm a little quiet. Do my own thing kind of guy.
Right, but on
Very
the air
quiet.
you kind of flip a switch. I think if you were a mascot, that switch would flip and you'd be really good at it.
I would try it.
Would you do it for $130 an hour? It's like, what, 3 hours a game? Probably maybe 5.
So you make about $500 bucks?
$500,
and nobody would know it. Mace, nobody would know it was you.
Yeah, I mean, I would far be it for me to think I could, be Rampage or Bailey or any of our mascots here in LA.
That's a full-time job.
That is serious. That's serious work. But
I kind of like. Do you guys like that the Dodgers and Lakers have no mascots?
Yes,
I do too.
I don't want them to, either one of them to have a mascot.
Yeah, I think mascots are. I mean, Bailey's fantastic and Rampage is awesome, but not every team should have a mascot. Like, what do the Chargers have? Like Mr. Lightning Bolt or
He's
something?
a
Bolt head.
Is that
Bolt
what it's called?
Yeah, but is he a
I think
team
it's
mascot,
Boltman.
Brian, or is that just a fan?
I think that's more of a fan.
So you don't really
think,
have a
I don't
mascot.
think we have a true mascot now.
Yeah.
See, the Chargers should have a mascot because that's all they have.
Yeah,
So,
they
like,
should.
just
like,
a mascot.
like Chuck the Duck over at the Clippers.
Didn't you see Chuck
every
the
time
Condor
I
somewhere?
see Chuck the Duck, it's just. I mean, it's almost sad. like, what are we doing?
What is the point of it?
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing but a condor that goes with the Clippers.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
a ship.
Right? He should have like sails on his head or something. It's not
a mohawk that's a sail.
Sails on his head. It's like what does a condor have to do with the Clippers? I don't get it.
Yeah, nobody does.
All right, BC, what do you got?
Fast track.
All right, LeBron had some other things to say, not just about the movies, talking about the post-game shows, pre- and post-game shows in the NBA today, saying there's not enough basketball knowledge. They don't talk enough basketball on it, which, I could see. But to his point, when you think about Amazon's new, they had Dirk, UD, Blake Griffin, and then, Charles Barkley, Shaq. I think there is enough basketball knowledge out there. I don't necessarily agree with Braun here saying that there's not enough basketball in these pre-post-game shows. What do you think?
I think it depends what show you watch. The ones you mentioned, Brian, are great. I was with the guy who put together the Amazon pregame show 2 nights ago, and we were talking about that show and how pleasantly surprised they are with Blake Griffin.
Oh, my God, he's so good.
They think that they've found, like, the next star in Blake Griffin. Dirk's great. Nash is great. Taylor Rooks, the host they hired, is really good. Then you watch that NBC pregame show. I don't know what Carmelo's doing on that thing, but he's not providing any insight. Him and Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady all say the same thing. Maria Taylor has been, like, relegated to a traffic cop, just teeing those guys up, and then they say the same. So some shows work, like the Amazon show, and obviously the gold standard is the one on ESPN inside the NBA. But it can go the other way. I mean, you could do a show like NBC's that, when I see that NBC show now, I just wait till the game starts.
Right.
I don't even turn it on. I'll go watch, a 2.5 Men rerun until the game starts. But if it's Amazon or if it's ESPN, I'm dialed in. I think some pregame shows are really good.
And there are, 16, 17 million people, 18 million people maybe watching the game. Most of them are more casual basketball fans. It's not Mind the Game. It shouldn't be the Mind the Game podcast before and after a game because people want personality. I mean, you're not. Kenny gives you some basketball. Charles gives you some stuff.
Well, Charles does not care what you think of him.
Right.
And that's the key to being good on those pregame shows. I don't think Blake Griffin cares what people think about him.
But you know what I'm saying, John? I think you don't want too wonky a pregame or postgame show. People are there, and you mentioned Blake Griffin. You get basketball content, but he's a great personality.
Right.
And I think that's what drives those shows to a great degree. By the way, putting out a request, LeBron, I would love to have you on the Mason Plus podcast. Do you know anybody, John?
How about we get him on this air first?
Oh, yeah, we could get him on. But I could do an hour with him. We can't. Well, I guess we could do an hour here, right?
Yeah, you absolutely
John, why don't you
could.
put a word in for LeBron to come on their show?
All right, so Greg knows this, but we asked LeBron to do post-game interviews with us a lot during the season. Never happened.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have talked to the people that need to be talked to easily,
and they will tell you. They will tell you, Greg, never happened.
But
4,
here's the
5,
thing.
6 times a season. They're all like, nah.
I've got clips from LeBron from like 4 different podcasts here. He's clearly out there doing stuff.
Right, but he's doing his own podcast.
Right.
But no, but this is like stuff, like the stuff we're playing, not all of it. He's doing like rando podcasts.
I'm not sure that's
So
true.
reach out to Rich Paul. Hey, John, you have his number, right?
Yeah, call Rich.
Yeah, and by the way, Mace, I'm not sure that's true that he's doing rando podcasts. I think almost all of the stuff we do is from Mind the Game, which he owns. I mean, he's very smart that way.
Do you think that movie clip came from Mind the Game?
I don't know.
Yeah, I see.
Do
I
we
don't
know.
We don't. I pulled it from Twitter, but
my guess is it did, because he just doesn't do a lot of outside media other than his own stuff.
I mean, he went on with Pat McAfee last year, and that was like, oh, wow, they got LeBron.
Yeah.
But that's not normal.
But
he only does what he wants.
I think we were in Indiana, and he went in there for like an hour.
Yes, that's exactly how it went. All right. Hey, I want to mention tomorrow, really, really big deal. Want you to join us at Commerce Casino. That is where we are watching Mexico versus South Africa. Big watch party. It starts at noon, the same time Mason and Ireland does. It'll be me and Andy Kamenetsky, and huge El Tree fan Pepe Mantilla will be there. Again, we are live tomorrow, starting at noon, Commerce Casino. Come out, watch the game, and hang out with us. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, if you listen to the show, you guys know that when I'm home in L.A., I take a shower, I do a happy dance, and then I suck on the tap. Why would I do any of those things? Because I installed a Life Source whole house water system. So did Chris Morales. We both did it. Now we don't think twice about the water we drink, cook with, or even shower in. Life Source is an essential home appliance. LA City water sucks. We all know that. Harsh chlorine taste, slippery, salt, soft, and feel. You get none of that with Life Source. And it's not just us. Life Source has been around since '84, trusted by over 250,000 homes. So upgrade your water and your life with a Life Source whole house water system. I did. I'll never go back. Call the Life Source Water California factory at 800-WATER-99 or visit lifesourcewater.com. Right now, you'll get factory direct pricing and free installation for a limited time. Life Source Water. Taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply. Life Source Water, lifesourcewater.com.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
It is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
Call Jacob. Hey, it's Mace.
And I'm Ireland.
You already know how to count. You already know who to call. Simple counting pattern that lands on Jacob every time. 800-345-6789.
So basically, if you can count to 9, you can count on Jacob. 800-345-6789.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob. 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Hey, LA and OC, if you love great food and smart prices, you need to know about Wild Fork Foods. Hosting, grilling, you just want a great dinner? Start at Wild Fork Foods. Find your local SoCal store at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork, quality meat and seafood, low prices, largest variety in one store.
The next great story in Los Angeles is happening in Glendale. Hyundai of Glendale is now open. Lease a new 2026 Hyundai Palisade SC for just $299 a month. Plus, enjoy owner's assurance and America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Call 818-222-8000 or visit HyundaiofGlendale.net. $299 per month plus tax. Closed and lease for 24 months. $39.99 total due at signing plus government fees and taxes. On approved above average credit through HMF. Zero security deposit. 75 miles per year. 20 cents per excess miles. Expire 6/30/26.
Michelob Ultra is brewed here. So is the grit that takes U.S. soccer players to the world's biggest stages. The excitement that fills a stadium before a single ball is kicked. The feeling when we rally together behind one team. From the pitch to the pour, Superior is brewed here. Michelob Ultra, proud sponsor of the U.S. men's national soccer team. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Harry Douglas here to tell you about Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots.
It's a fruity candy flavor explosion, and I mean explosion. Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots, a zero-sugar treat that's sweet tooth approved. These can take care of my candy cravings and provides a tasty caffeine kick without all the sugar. Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots. Get candy-flavored chaos with Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots, available online at 5hourenergy.com or Amazon.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Fast Track.
And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
All right, so the day started with Bergman on the Blue Review. Then he did the Morales Morning Show. Now he's producing Mason and Ireland.
Right.
And, John, he's not done yet.
I am not done.
He's making a big appearance tonight.
Yeah, so the Fairmont Hotel in Century City is having a elevated watch party for Game 4 of the finals. And it's going to have Glenn Fiddick is going to be there. They're going to be doing engravings. A person is going to be engraving
Greg,
on the glass. Yes.
Think about something here.
Yes.
Is this the most you've ever worked in one day in your entire life?
Probably not, actually. Working here, I'm usually here pretty late.
No, but I mean, you got in at what time?
6.
And what time will that thing end tonight?
Oh, after the game. So
yeah, I think it might be.
It's
You're having a John Ireland day.
It is.
Yeah. Oh, me and you, John, if we actually sat down, got a drink some Glenn Fiddick, we got stories for each other now.
Yes, very well. You've heard them all from me, but I listened to yours.
Yeah. Yeah, there's going to be
tonight.
Yeah, tonight there's going to be Glenn Fiddick is going to be there with tastings, and they're also engraving some glass. So you can get whatever you want on there. If you want to say Spurs suck, you can get Spurs suck on there.
Cool.
You want to say I hate Knicks fans, you
I'd
can get
love
that.
to go to that.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
There's also a Aston Martin F1 replica car that's going to be there.
Wait, Greg, do you need tickets or can you just show up?
Just show up. I'm going to go there. There's going to be a bunch of people from Glenn Fiddick. I'm going to be there hanging out, watching the game.
And where exactly is this again?
This is at the Fairmont Hotel in Century City.
Ooh.
Fairmont Century.
Greg, I'm dead serious.
Elevated.
If I was in town, I think I would go. I'd just watch the game with you and try the Glenn Fiddick and go from there.
Elevated
tasting
experience.
different Glenn Fiddicks. I'm all in on that.
Yeah.
All in.
Good for you.
All right. Bergman, zoom.
Zoom. Apparently, Robert Pattinson was the only star from the movie The Odyssey that actually wanted to read the script before committing to the role. So, and what's his name? Dang it, I lost it. Sorry. Christopher Nolan, who's the director of it, said nobody actually ever wanted. He said, "You want to read the script?" And everyone just said yes. Would you want
yes without reading?
Without even reading the script, everybody was just like, "Yeah, I'm in." It's a Christopher Nolan thing. It's Odyssey. We're in.
Think about this, John. Matt Damon, Tom Holland, Zendaya, Anne Hathaway, Charlize Theron. They all accepted it on the spot without reading the script.
But
not Christopher Nolan. Pattinson said,
"Let me see. Let me think about it."
I got to tell you guys, I'm with Pattinson.
Are you kidding me?
Really?
I am. I never. Do you guys ever sign stuff without reading it?
John, contracts you read.
John, right. It is Christopher Nolan, the greatest director of his generation.
Has he never ever had a flop? I mean, Spielberg's had flops.
I don't know that.
I mean, but
Scorsese's had flops.
Right,
they don't all get it
you
right.
Wouldn't accept if Martin Scorsese says, "I got a script. It's called Mob Guys. I want you for it." Don't you immediately say yes?
I can't wait to read it. Send it to me right away. I'll read it tonight.
If I was Martin Scorsese, I would say, "I'm going to Matt Damon."
All right. Well, I think it would be better if he would have started in Matt Damon and moved to me. But but no, I have no problem with Pattinson asking to read the script. Movies. There have been a lot of movies with tons of stars. Jack Nicholson's been in bad movies. I mean, Matt Damon's been in bad movies.
I would argue.
Oppenheimer,
I'm looking
Tenet,
at it.
Dunkirk.
I don't think he has made a bad movie, John.
Ever.
But
has he made things that aren't?
Well, like Memento was his first movie.
That
It's
was a
genius.
Fantastic movie.
It's genius. It didn't do $100 million, but it is a genius movie. He's got the Batman trilogy. The Prestige is an unbelievable
Nolan
movie.
write Odyssey, or is he just directing it?
Good question. I think he writes his stuff, but I don't want to speak out of turn about the greatest filmmaker of his generation.
Well, wait, you would put him ahead of Scorsese and Spielberg?
I
wouldn't.
I think in terms of scope and in terms of me, I would put him number one.
Written and directed
Ahead of
by
Fincher.
Definitely ahead of Fincher. I haven't liked the last few things Fincher's done.
Well, so you wouldn't extend the same courtesy to Fincher. If Fincher called you and said, "Hey, I want you to be in this,"
I would pass. I'd pass on Fincher.
Wow, really?
Because he makes you do the lines over and over and over again. Apparently,
the finished products are so.
The finished
good.
product is great. I mean, I wouldn't really pass on it, but he's not. I don't think he's the greatest filmmaker of his generation. I think Chris Nolan is the greatest filmmaker right now, and I cannot wait for the Odyssey. And by the way, if Chris, if you're out there, I will accept whatever you write. Whatever you write, I don't need to read it.
You don't want to read the script?
Don't need it. Don't need to.
He was the executive producer of Batman versus Superman.
Well, I know, but he didn't direct it.
And it wasn't good.
Yeah, but he did not direct that movie. A lot of people produce stuff.
But he's involved with it, so if he produces it, you don't
Correct.
count those?
I do not. Like Steven Spielberg has produced tons and tons of movies, but I still only care about the ones he's directed.
Okay.
Because those are his vision.
Yeah,
Scorsese, the ones he's
I have no problem
directed.
with what Patterson did.
I don't have a problem with it. I just think it's hilarious that you would say, Chris, wait a minute.
Well,
let me
then
check.
by definition, you have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Let me read your writing
I'd
first.
like to check.
I don't know if you're good enough at this.
Creator of
writing
Oppenheimer
stuff.
and The Dark Knight. Let me see if I like it. BC, what do you got?
Fast track.
All right, I feel a little duped here. So
Uh-oh.
yesterday I got officially ordained. So I am
Ordained
now,
as a minister.
as a minister.
Hey,
yeah,
congratulations.
So I'm going to be officiating a wedding coming up the end of the month here.
Very nice.
Good for you.
You know, and I've been told, it's very quick, it's very easy. It literally took 30 seconds.
Yes.
All it needed was an email and my name, and that was it. I feel like this is kind of a scam. I don't know. Should there be
How
more
much
to
was
it?
it?
It was free.
Yeah, see, I don't have any problem with this. I mean, people at their weddings, John, they want, like, for example,
Geeter does this.
does he do
ordained.
weddings?
Yeah.
I did a wedding. I think people that are getting married.
Whose wedding did you do?
I did my friend Don Harris's daughter's wedding.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was great. And like Lindsay Theory, Bill Plaschke was the host of Lindsay Theory's wedding because they had a long relationship. I think you want somebody who you're comfortable with and who understands you and your relationship to do the ceremony. I get it, right? Whose wedding are you doing?
One of my good friends from college, one of my old roommates, he was the ring bearer at my wedding.
Nice.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's super cool.
I just thought there was more to this whole thing.
Now
I
you
got
can
a
go
piece of
around
paper and that's it.
Now you can go around and bless stuff and marry
There you go.
people and
There
all
you
this stuff.
go.
All right, so John, you're almost out of here. I want to know how tonight is going to play out.
Final score.
Yep.
Knicks 112, Spurs 108.
112, 108.
Oh, you got the Knicks.
So you think the series is over?
Well, it will
Down
be after
3-1,
tonight.
it'll be over, yeah.
Yeah, I hope so.
I think the Spurs are going to win tonight.
I think a lot of people are predicting that.
Betting markets have it 53-47 towards the Knicks. So it's not a landslide
Yeah,
by
we're
any
both
stretch.
in the ballpark. Zach Zarba, the best ref in the league, is the lead official tonight, which will be a good thing.
Yeah, so they'll get
He
right.
tends not to call everything, which is what I want.
Oh, wow. After what happened in the last game?
Yeah, maybe he'll be under orders to blow the
Could
whistle
be
every 10
very,
seconds.
very
Yeah.
physical tonight. They're going to test his limits, I have a feeling.
Can we go back to no blood, no foul?
Yes, that's what I'm rooting for.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Just beat the hell out of each other.
Yeah, that's what I'm rooting for.
All right.
Lisa's giving me dirty looks.
Cool.
I will talk to you guys on Monday. See ya.
All right,
Bye,
thanks,
Lisa.
man. All right, coming up next for you, I think Momo is going to join us. I want to remind you that this Friday we are live at Hollywood Park Casino for the ultimate tailgate party before the U.S. men's national team opens up play at SoFi Stadium. I guess we're not supposed to say that. I think we're supposed to say the Los Angeles Stadium. And it'll be me, Andy, and Sue Cravens live from noon to 3. This is at Hollywood Park Casino on Friday. Then DeMarco, Travis, and Geeter will be there from 3 to 6, walking you right up to the start of the U.S. game, presented by Angelica's Insurance, your hometown coverage team. Visit Angelica's let me try that again. It's a tricky one. Visit Angelicas-ins.com or call 888-717-0773 for a free quote today. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. Let me tell you about Goodwill. So, actually, I got a bag of stuff at home that I'm going to drop off at the Goodwill. And you've been there, you've shopped there, you've donated there. It's a huge part of our community. And every day, Goodwill, they're not just the place you drop stuff off and pick shop for. Every day, Goodwill is helping people build better futures. They do job training, they do career placement, they do support services. They work with veterans and youth and anybody who wants to get back into the workforce. They're not just a store. They are a pathway to opportunity. And now through their partnership with Verizon Skill Forward, you can access free online college courses to learn new skills, earn credentials, and take the next step in your career, all at your own pace. Whether you're looking to grow, start fresh, or give back to the community, Goodwill is here to help make it happen. So whether you want to help or get the help you need, Goodwill Southern California is ready for you. For more information, visit powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. That's powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. Brought to you by Goodwill Southern California and Verizon Skill Forward. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Oh, here we go. Mason and Ireland are inviting you to kick off the World Cup at Commerce Casino for a Mexico versus South Africa watch party. Going to be a party, oh party. Join the ESPN crew on June 11th, starting at 12 p.m. as Mason and Ireland broadcast live during an afternoon of soccer, excitement, and giveaways celebrating the world's biggest stage. Come be part of the action, hang with ESPN Mason and Ireland, and cheer on your favorite team at Commerce Casino on June 11th. All thanks to Michelob Ultra. Michelob Ultra, the official beer sponsor of the World Cup.
Hey, Angelica, quick question for you. If someone gets a DUI, what's the likelihood they understand everything they're in for?
Cappy, most likely they don't. There's only a 10-day window to request a DMV hearing. Fix My DUI helps people move forward with support and guidance every step of the way. Fix My DUI provides the resources needed to get your life back on track. If you or someone you know is already in the process, we can help you work towards getting your driver's license back.
But step number one would be?
Don't wait. Call or visit fixmydui.org. That's fixmydui.org.
John Ireland here, and when it comes to vodka, I like a winner, and Blue Ice Vodka delivers. America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce, and made from Idaho potatoes. Clean, smooth, no additives. Blue Ice Vodka. Vodka with standards.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by non-stop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, and all the flavors that make every match unforgettable. Grab fire-grilled asada tacos, slow-braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more. Join us for every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Mercado Gonzalez is your soccer fan paradise this summer, where every match tastes better.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Red Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now, but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea just got harder with Twisted Tea Extreme. The hard iced tea taste you know and love, but with an 8% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Extreme is made with real brewed tea, goes down smooth, and brings your daytime drinking to the next level. Just look for the bright yellow cans in the cooler and get ready to dial up the fun. Big flavor, extreme kick. Twisted Tea Extreme. Keep it twisted!
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
I'm not a prude. You are. I'm not.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
I do not believe I am at all prude. I'm like the least prudish person you know.
Mason and Ireland rolls on.
Good description of what's going on in New York tonight. It is crazy. And joining us right now is our very own Ramona Shelburne. Momo, what's going on?
Well, it's about to get nuts. It's supposed to rain here in a little bit.
Ooh.
So, everybody waiting outside in the watch party. It's going to be showery and wet, and it's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, there are watch parties all over the city, apparently. Like I saw there was one at Bryant Park. There's one. I want to ask you about your article, which I read today. You wrote a really good piece about Wemby, which I loved. And one of the things I want to ask you, Momo, is the barefoot thing.
Yeah.
Wemby being barefoot. When is he barefoot, and what does that mean for him?
So I caught him after the game, and he was at his press conference, and I saw him walking out. I couldn't even get close to the press conference. There's too many people in there, right? And then I caught him walking out, and I was standing with his agent, and I looked down, and I go, oh, my God, he's barefoot, right after this press conference. And I see the Spurs PR guy, and he's, holding his slides, they're size 21s,
Damn.
Wait, does he just do this? It's what, is there something wrong with his foot? And then his agent told me, no, he really goes barefoot a lot. He really likes to feel the ground. And I was like, okay, you can't write this stuff, right? It's literally, it's kind of on the nose. Okay, I'm walking through Madison Square Garden and I want to feel the ground that I have just conquered, right?
Although you do a lot of yoga, Momo.
Yeah,
and I've done a lot of a lot of yoga, and you talk about being grounded. There's something about being grounded that he's getting at. I wonder if he learned that from them monks in where he went over the summer in China.
I think he's actually done this for forever. And Chinea Gumake, who I go on her podcast a lot, and I told her about it, and she goes, I think that's an African thing, Ramona. I do that. Her family's Nigerian, his family, I forget which country it's in Africa, but it's a way of connecting to the ground, but it's also really good for your feet, and he's done a lot of training on his feet because he's 7 foot.
Sure.
I call him 7'5".
A lot of big guys wind up having problems with their feet.
Yeah, and I think he does a lot of strengthening and stretching and flexibility with his feet, but it's also about training your feet to the muscles in your feet, and I think that's really important. And I really think that's kind of part of his routine, and I think that's one of the things, the more you're around him, the more little fun things about his routine that you find. And since you actually read my article,
I did. I read the whole thing.
It was this one is a short one though. I mean, you get credit, but it was only 1,000 words. It wasn't one of my long ones, right?
Yeah,
but
true.
This one was. I think you also read the longer one.
I read the one you wrote about Jalen Brunson, which I thought was
that
fantastic.
was 3,000 words.
That was the New York one. I love that.
Yeah, and Eliza Minnelli, and you and I are debating over Sinatra and Minnelli's version.
So let's talk about what he was sketching in Gramercy Park the other day.
Okay. So you asked me about this on the show the other day, and I had only seen the photo, and I was like, how the hell did he go through? I thought it was Central Park, et cetera. But, of course, I'm a reporter, so I'm supposed to go get the information of where this was, what he was sketching, et cetera. And it turns out it was Gramercy Park, which there's only 2 private parks in New York. One is Gramercy Park, and one is over in Brooklyn. And New Yorkers have kept it this way since it was built, and it's very exclusive. It's a really expensive neighborhood to buy into. The only people who have keys to this place live in the 39 buildings around Gramercy Park, or if you stay at one of the hotels. And everybody in New York is really upset that he got in there. Who let Wemby in? But right, how did he get a key? Who let him in? And it turns out he went to the park with his sister, and he was sketching there's a statue there, and it's Edwin Booth, who is the older brother of John Wilkes Booth. I don't think Wemby went there to sketch Edwin Booth. I think the statue happened to be there, and this is a private park where they can sort of protect his privacy. But Edwin Booth is a really interesting character. He was a really famous actor in the 1900s, in the early 1900s, in the 19th century. So like in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Okay.
Right.
And he, one of his famous roles was when he played Hamlet when he was about 35 years old. And so the statue of Edwin Booth there is Hamlet when he, as he's standing up from a chair. And of course, like, I don't know if Wemby knew that was him as Hamlet. I don't know if he like looked at the statue and read about it or anything like that, but it is kind of incredible metaphorically, okay, at least from a narrative perspective, because I'm not going to preach to you about Hamlet, but certainly everybody knows that the Hamlet is a kind of existential play, right? It's about, to be or not to be. That's the question. That's one of the famous lines from that. And it's also about a guy who's sort of clouded by vengeance, and he's indecisive. He has a chance to get his vengeance. He doesn't do it because the guy he wants to kill, that's his Uncle Claudius, he's in a church and he's praying, and he's like, I can't kill him while he's praying. That's terrible. But because he waits, then it becomes a tragedy because then everybody ends up dying, yada, yada. Okay.
Yeah, I don't like the old Shakespeare. I like the new Shakespeare. I don't like the old Shakespeare stuff.
What's the new Shakespeare?
I like the new Shakespeare stuff that's coming out now.
Okay. So, I mean, I'm a writer. I looked at this and I'm like, oh my God, after game 2, he says he's cloudy. He doesn't know what happened.
Blurry.
He's blurry. I mean, it's just kind of on the nose, right? Like literally Wemby is Hamlet here. He needs vengeance. He needs some clarity.
So let's talk about vengeance.
Yeah.
So game 3, he just basically threw Jalen Brunson down, kind of smushed him down. And they missed the call.
Totally.
But there was a lot of outrage from Knicks fans in particular saying that in review that should have been a flagrant foul. How close? And they did not rule it a flagrant foul. Did you think it was flagrant?
100%. Like, I couldn't believe when they went because Richard Jefferson, we were watching, Richard Jefferson goes, oh, wow, I didn't realize it was that bad, right? And then we were like, well, they're reviewing it. He's probably going to get a flagrant. And then they come back and say there's no foul. I'm like, no flagrant. I'm like, what are you talking about? He literally just shoved the guy in the back of the head. And I don't think Jalen flopped. I mean, it was a pretty
No, he did not flop. That was full on.
No, it was a full on play. And look, there's a balance with Wemby, right? Like we have this idea that he's this Renaissance man who reads and draws and trains with the monks, but he's also
got a little bit of a mean streak, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, this is like he elbowed somebody in the neck this year. He's got to have, he's done some things that people in New York are like, he's a dirty player. He's kind of become a villain here. I mean, I'm walking around and out and about in the city, and you should see what people are saying about him. I mean, it is not kind. I'll say it nicely. This is an interesting heel turn for him. I don't think he will become a villain in his career, but I certainly think he's shown a mean streak here, bordering on some dirty plays. And I think he's got this is the fame cycle, Mace, right? You either, people love you until they hate you.
Right.
This is hate why, you for a while.
And ultimately, Momo, he will become a villain with a lot of people because every great player does sort of become polarizing at some point. And this is the very beginning for Wemby. But I think ultimately a lot of people will view him. He will lose that sort of that smart, everything that has made him so humane and interesting on all that stuff and his talent. Eventually, it's going to turn on him the way it turned on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
It does for everybody. Yeah. I mean, literally, this is the fame cycle. We all live it and see it and talk about it. We are part of the fame cycle, you and me.
You are.
Okay?
You are. I don't have.
Okay, you can get out of it. But we all like people love you until they hate you, and then you get knocked down, and then how you respond to how you get knocked down is what determines your persona forevermore. Right. And I think he's at the part where let's see how these finals go. If he loses this, will he be knocked down? If he wins it, will he be celebrated? I don't know yet. He was on a perfect public relations run, and then I think we've seen a few plays here and there that have sullied that, the night where he didn't speak to the media. He took a few lumps after that. And I said, he's been so good to the media. I think you get a pass. You get 1 or 2 passes. You've earned some credibility. You've earned the benefit of the doubt, but that's not forever. Okay. So let's just see what happens next, which is great. We don't have to write the story before it happens. You can watch it.
Let's talk about the basketball part of things.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was Mike Brown, I would put Mitchell Robinson in the game. I'd say, go knock him on his ass a couple of times. Now, I'm immature, but I would look for a level of justice here after he knocked down my favorite player, or their best player. What do you think?
I cannot believe that was like they have allowed that the referees in the NBA have allowed Jalen Brunson to get pushed around like this. This is the captain of the Knicks.
Yeah.
This isn't just some guy. This is Jalen Brunson. And you can't allow a player like that to get shoved around. It wasn't just one play. Like, there was a couple plays in the game before.
The forearm shiver that Stephen Castle gave him? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a few of these. And so somebody's got to be out there protecting him. Usually it's Josh Hart, who's kind of his hockey enforcer. They haven't done – I think that's going to change tonight. I think that'll be kind of the adjustment, at least from the refereeing standpoint. I know they talk about these things in between games. Monty McCutcheon went on TV and owned it. He said, yeah, we blew that call. But I think if I'm the Knicks, I just got to get back to the way they were playing, which is using Karl Towns as the hub.
Yeah.
You got to play to Karl. You can't have Jalen out there dribbling forever. Some of that is what the Spurs are doing. They're denying Karl the ball. They're, using Keldon Johnson on him and just telling him, okay, you're smaller than him, but shove him around and make it difficult. And then they're putting big guys on Jalen Brunson and sort of just harassing him to where it's hard for him to see and get open passing lanes. But this is the game of adjustments. And so we have to sit back and watch and see how it plays out tonight because it's the Knicks' turn to adjust.
I think it's going to be another close game. These have all been close games. I think tonight is going to be a close game. And I think it's going to come down to how much San Antonio learned from their meltdown in Game 2. Clearly, they executed perfectly at the end of Game 3. What level of poise do they have in what is going to be a very hostile environment? And I think that will determine the game.
I do too. I think it also, I know this is going to sound really like really high level analysis.
Okay, good.
It is it really comes down to who makes shots at the end of games. Like, it's a make or miss league. Okay. Jalen Brunson made a bunch of clutch shots at the end of the first couple of games. I think he had 13 points in the fourth quarter in the Game 2. In the last game, they missed a few.
Yeah.
and the Spurs made them. I mean, the Steph Castle 3 was huge.
Huge.
The De'Aaron Fox shot was huge. It a lot of times it really just comes down to getting good shots and then making them. I know they pay me a lot of money to give you good analysis, but that is
okay. So when I wrote this down, so the team that makes shots is going to win tonight. That's my takeaway.
It's a make or miss league.
Make or miss league. Exactly right. Yeah. All right. Hey, Momo, have a great time tonight. Have a blast. Who's going to win?
I'm going to say the Spurs. I don't know. Something changed last game. Let's see. It's going to be 2-2 heading back to San Antonio.
I'm rooting for a 7-game series because the basketball has been spectacular.
It's so fun. Yeah, it's so fun. Why not?
Have
Why
a blast
not?
tonight,
We're already
Momo.
here.
Thank you so much
guys.
for coming on. Appreciate it. And Momo, of course, if you want to read her piece about Wemby or her piece about Jalen Brunson, both are really, really good. All right, coming up next for you is Game of Games. It is Brian Cohen's game today. Got to find one more player here. John has stepped out for the rest of the afternoon.
Let's go heads up. Me versus you. I'll get 2 people. Don't worry.
Well,
you want to do it? You want to go heads up?
I think John would be upset that we didn't do it the fair way. If I beat you heads up,
you beat me heads up.
Round up some people.
Yeah, I'll get a couple people.
Yeah,
I think we should go heads up one day, though.
One day. Me and Ireland should go heads up.
He would kill you.
No. It's just guessing.
No.
I can outguess him.
No, you haven't so far.
The thing about
in the history
is
of Mason Ireland.
You don't got to know anything. I've won months.
You've won singular months where he's won tens of months.
Yeah. All right, Game of Games coming up next. Mason Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's time for your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Here's Mario Ruiz.
As Thursday's FIFA World Cup opener between Mexico and South Africa inches closer and closer, some of the biggest stars in the world of football are ready to shine on the biggest stage. All eyes are going to be on Argentina's captain Lionel Messi as he looks to make one more magical World Cup run. France brings in a loaded roster led by Kylian Mbappe, while Spain's teenage sensation Lamine Yamal enters the tournament as one of the most exciting young talents in the world of football. Closer to home, the U.S. men's national team is going to lean on Christian Pulisic to lead its attack, while Portugal's legendary icon Cristiano Ronaldo hopes to lift the World Cup trophy for the very first time.
And that's your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. From kickoff to the final whistle, performance matters. Keep your vehicle running strong. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and locations near you.
Hey guys, if you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that could last for weeks. Getting sick right before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy can be really stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Packs to treat wide ranges of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. You just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook, or you call the telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your bed sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. Save $45 with our promo code 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710. Promo code is 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710.
Your favorite sports, teams, and exclusive live events are waiting for you on the big screen when you watch on the ESPN app. It's all of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the biggest live events and the best championship moments.
This thing just got wild.
Love Scott Van Pelt. Get a good look.
Ain't nobody bigger than us, yeah. Get the ultimate sports fan experience when you stream on the ESPN app today.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
And it is time on Mason and Ireland for the final segment. The final segment of the show, always Game of Games time, presented by the one and only Jacob Emrani.
Call Jacob.
CallJacob.com. And yes, that new telephone number, 800-345-6789. 800-345-6789.
Hi, this is Jacob Emrani.
Game of Games made possible by the law offices of Jacob Emrani. Let's do it. Game of Games time on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time, and we welcome to the show both DeAndre Hawkins and DeMarco Farr.
That's DeAndre.
I do know.
Sure.
By the way, sometimes people do screw up the names a little bit. DeAndre and DeMarco.
That's not Kirk.
And Bergman is playing as well. And
You're
it
Kirk.
is Brian Cohen's game today. All right, BC, what do you got?
Oh, of course, World Cup starting tomorrow, so get you warmed up, a little World Cup game.
Okay,
here.
got it.
All right, first one. How many countries are making their World Cup debut in this year's tournament? World Cup debut. None, 4, or 6? Start with you, Mace.
4. DeAndre.
4.
DeMarco.
I'll go 6.
6. Bergman.
I'll go 4.
4.
It is 4.
4.
Did you
All
know
right.
that?
No, I did not know that officially,
Okay.
no.
Right.
I knew there were a few, but I didn't think there were 6. So it's Mason 1, DeAndre 1, Bergman 1, and DeMarco, you're not on the board.
Nice. You're keeping score?
Yep.
I appreciate it.
Cool. Oh, can you do it?
I mean, if you're doing it, that's fine.
I would rather you do it. I screw it up.
Free you up.
All right, what was the score
You're
again?
better off doing it.
I missed. Everybody else.
Mason, DeAndre, Bergman 1.
All right, I got you.
DeMarco nothing.
Cool. Number 2. Who is the lowest ranked team in this year's World Cup? The lowest ranked team. Is it Ghana, Curacao, or New Zealand? Start with you, Greg.
Let's go Curacao.
DeAndre.
I'm going to go Ghana.
DeMarco.
God, Curacao.
Mace.
Only 120,000 people live on that island. I will say Curacao.
Nobody. New Zealand.
New Zealand?
Really?
Sheep herders,
The
huh?
Kiwis.
All right. there
Yeah,
you go.
more sheep than people in New Zealand. It's true. There are more sheep than people in New Zealand.
And that's why they're the last ranked team.
There you go.
Number 3 here. How many players on Team USA's roster played in the last World Cup? So how many people last World Cup for Team USA? 13, 9, or 3? Start with you, DeAndre.
Let's go 9.
DeMarco.
13.
Mace.
9.
Greg.
3.
It is 13.
Hey, boom!
Out of 26,
There
half
we
the roster
go.
returns.
Half the roster returns. Okay.
Every 4 years, right?
Yeah, every 4 years.
There you go.
Score update. Everybody's got one.
All right.
Number 4 here. Who has scored the most goals for Team USA in the World Cup? The most World Cup.
All time?
All time. Is it A, Landon Donovan, B, Clint Dempsey, or C, Brian McBride? Start with you, DeMarco.
Can you give me the names again? I'm sorry.
Landon Donovan, Clint Dempsey, or Brian McBride?
I'll go Clint Dempsey.
Mace.
Landon Donovan.
Greg.
I think it is Clint Dempsey.
And DeAndre.
Let's go Landon Donovan.
It is Landon Donovan.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I did know that one.
Did you?
I did. Yeah.
He's the only one I could really recognize.
Landon Donovan or Clint
That's the only
Dempsey?
name I knew.
Lexi Lawless.
Played
yeah.
for a few
Yeah, I remember
World
him.
Cups. Yeah.
I got Mace 2, DeAndre 2, Greg and DeMarco 1. Next one here. USA goalie Tim Howard set an all-time World Cup record by making how many saves in a single match during the 2014 tournament? Saves in a single match.
2.
14, 16, or 21? And back to you, Mace.
16.
Greg.
21.
DeAndre.
16.
DeMarco.
Got to be 16.
It is 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
21 saves
21
would be a
is
lot.
too much. Yeah.
Right.
And hockey.
All right, so Mace 3, DeAndre 3, DeMarco 2, Greg 1.
Bergman, you're not distinguishing yourself.
I am not doing very well today. I know nothing about soccer.
Well, we don't either.
Well, you knew one of them.
Yeah,
like you
I
said,
did.
you knew it.
Yeah, I did.
I got 3 left here. So
He's basically guessing with you.
Yeah.
Number 6. How many World Cup goals has the face of Team USA, Christian Pulisic, scored?
Oh.
World Cup goals. None, 1, or 4? Back to you, Greg.
1.
DeAndre.
I'm going to go none.
DeMarco.
4.
Mace.
I'm going none.
It is 1.
Hey,
one.
back on the board.
1 goal in the
Uno.
last World Cup in Qatar.
Big
Okay.
deal.
All right, so we got 2 left here. Mace 3, DeAndre 3, Greg, DeMarco 2 apiece.
Go.
We'll start with the leaders here. We'll go with Mace.
Okay.
How many players will LAFC have represented in this year's World Cup? 10, 7, or 4?
7.
DeAndre.
I'm going to go 4.
Greg.
4.
DeMarco.
You're straight down the Scantron. Give me 7.
It is 4.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I
4.
think we're right there, right?
Yes, sorry, DeMarco. I think you're out now.
Am I out?
sorry,
Oh,
you're
okay.
out.
Damn.
You dance on out.
Flamed out there.
DeAndre at the lead with 4. Greg and Mace 1 back. So DeAndre will go
And
first.
this is
All right.
the
Last one
question.
before the tiebreaker.
Okay, so
All right, here we go.
you got to go first, DeAndre.
What is the only nation to have appeared in every single World Cup tournament since 1930? The only nation. Brazil, Spain, or England?
I'm going to go with Brazil.
Mace.
So I got to go Spain or England. I'm going to go Spain.
And Greg.
I think it is Brazil, though.
No, I think that's too obvious. I'm going to go England. I can't go Brazil anyway, but I'm going to go England.
And we have a winner. It is Brazil.
Yeah, baby.
Wow, the one shining moment for DeAndre Hawkins. I think that's one of the great traditions now of Game of Games is that we play Luther Vandross after somebody wins.
By the way, Brazil is actually one of my teams in the Mike Trudell.
Oh, you're in good shape.
Yeah, so
They
I'm in
are
good
always
shape.
good.
Yeah.
Brazil and who?
Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast. Oh, nice.
Yeah, so-
Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah, Cote d'Ivoire. Yeah.
Cote d'Ivoire. Who do you got, DeMarco?
South Korea and Haiti.
South
Boy,
Korea, pretty good.
I know. Yeah,
Boy,
it's not looking good.
you are not going to win.
Kind of like how I did in this game.
Yeah.
There you go. Might score a goal.
Out early.
Who do you got, Bergman?
I have France and Congo.
France is, I think, going to the finals.
So I can win because if France goes all the way.
Right.
But otherwise, I'm done.
PC?
Defending champs Argentina.
That's good.
And Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, Canada.
You know, I talked to Andres Cantor for Mason Plus, and he, of course, was born in Argentina. And after doing many, many World Cups over the years, he got to do the final in 2022 when Messi won. And he said it was the most emotional call and the coolest moment of his whole life.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
it was
awesome.
really, really cool.
Awesome.
All right. Hey, good job.
Appreciate you guys.
Way to
Congratulations,
win, man.
And we're going to do some super crosstalk coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
ESPN LA may sound one way on AM.
But you know where it sounds best?
You guessed it, crystal clear digital audio.
Crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA wherever you get your apps.
And you can always watch LA's mega sports station live or on demand on our YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles.
When it's game time, there's no room for hesitation, and you better believe GM John Good will make you a great deal at George Chevrolet. Whether you're rolling in a power-packed Silverado, loading up the family in a spacious Chevy Traverse, or going all electric, John Good has the great deal you want at George Chevrolet. Amazing pricing, zero pressure, and the next level Chevy vehicles you want are at George Chevrolet, conveniently located off the 91 at Lakewood in Bellflower. Or shop at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Hey LA and OC, if you love great food and smart prices, you need to know about Wild Fork Foods. Hosting, grilling, you just want a great dinner? Start at Wild Fork Foods. Find your local SoCal store at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork, quality meat and seafood, low prices, largest variety in one store.
DraftKings Sports is live in all 50 states. Yes, that means you, California. The whole world is watching one tournament right now. Group stage chaos, knockout drama, stoppage time heartbreak. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in California. So whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or the late match at the bar, you're in on every single minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in California, the world's biggest stage is in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers sign up with code LA710, spend $5 to get $200 in total rewards. That's code LA710 in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click to claim, issued in non-withdrawable prediction dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends June 28th. Terms, dkng.co/predictions promo.
Oh, here we go. Mason and Ireland are inviting you to kick off the World Cup at Commerce Casino for a Mexico versus South Africa watch party. Going to be a party, oh party. Join the ESPN LA crew on June 11th, starting at 12 p.m. as Mason and Ireland broadcast live during an afternoon of soccer, excitement, and giveaways celebrating the world's biggest stage. Commerce Casino, June 11th. All thanks to Michelob Ultra. Michelob Ultra, the official beer sponsor of the World Cup.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger.
Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Whoa. Am I on? There we go.
Yeah, you're on.
All right.
What's up, guys?
Couldn't see my blue light.
Yeah.
DeAndre with the game of games.
How
win.
about that?
All right. One for the crew.
I want to salute Greg Bergman.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I want to salute him.
Hello, Greg.
Hi.
Go on.
Yeah, I would like to hear this too.
Filling in for Emily today.
Yeah?
We sent Greg one of Emily's comprehensive
Right. You showed me
subject lists and said, top this, Bergman. And we thought, we're not going to get anything back.
I was going to send nothing.
We got a really solid prep email
Nice.
from Bergman.
You produced today, Greg.
I actually went back to doing my old job.
You
Yeah.
produced. Good for you.
Thank you.
Listen to Bergman's day. He did the Blue Review. He did the Morales Morning Show.
Yep.
He did Mason in Ireland producing, and tonight he's doing an elevated watch party.
Right. An elevated watch
Describe
party
that.
at the Fairmont Hotel in Century City. It's Fairmont Century Plaza. I was talking to you a little bit about it, Travis. They have an F1 car, a Aston Martin F1
That sounds awesome.
replica
That's
car.
cool.
Yeah.
Glenn Fiddick is going to be there, and they're going to be hand engraving glasses and doing a Scotch tasting.
Oh,
Yeah, and you're a Scotch guy.
I am a Scotch guy,
Yeah.
so this is perfect.
I
love me some Glenn Fiddick.
right over the middle of the plate for you.
Yeah.
Do you
All
get
of
to
this.
get in the car by
No,
chance?
I asked. They said I
Try.
couldn't get in the car.
Okay.
You can get like right up next
You
to
might
it.
be too big to get in those. Those guys are teeny.
They're tiny. Yeah, they're tiny.
Yeah.
Like
But
Max
that's
Verstappen, little dude.
Listen to
That's
that
a busy day.
That's a busy day.
That's it.
That's a
Hardest
busy
working
day.
Yeah.
man. There you go.
Well, what about me?
You're
What
the
about
hardest
you?
working man too.
You woke up at
You
I
never
went,
stop.
I went to the gym. I did the show. I'll be stoned in an hour.
There you go.
go.
There you-
Yeah.
Dino tail and then 420.
Right out,
That's a California day.
Only Dino Tail on Fridays.
Nice.
I only yabba dabba
All
do
right,
it on
fair enough,
Fridays.
fair enough.
Slide down the dinosaur tail.
Yeah.
Nice.
How much do you guys know about the World Cup?
I know that
Not
it started
much.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not much.
not much. It's,
Yeah.
you
I'm
know,
going to learn as I go.
every
Yeah.
4 years, I get into it.
Yeah?
Like I really do. I think it's really fun.
Get into it as like you are invested in the results of the matches,
I will watch matches.
okay.
I will watch matches.
I'll watch
I'll
the
watch matches.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I thought into it like you know who the players are.
No, I
And-
don't. I
oh.
know, like, Go Norway is on the board back there because I have
That's your
Norway in
squad.
the pool,
Yeah, okay.
and we've got probably the best striker in the tournament. His last name is Holland, Haaland.
Holland.
Holland,
Yes.
exactly.
That's pretty good. Best
Yeah.
striker. I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They did a whole thing where the Norwegian team dressed up as Vikings. Did you-
Okay.
Did you see the picture of?
I did not.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
I like the sentiment.
Vikings are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
No, the
that.
World Cup's fun. I don't know much about soccer at all. I know that the United States won't win. I know that Brazil
don't
or
be
Spain
so
or
faith.
France. No, I know we won't win
We need a
because
miracle,
we're not
man.
going to win.
Come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun. I know everybody it's fun to watch something that everybody else cares about as much as they do. I'll watch it. I just don't know what I'm looking at
that
exactly.
would be the biggest upset of all time.
Oh,
if
yeah,
they did.
it
That
would
would be
be.
the biggest sports story of all time. That would top Miracle, the hockey team, beating the Russians.
Well,
if
I
the
mean-
Americans win the World Cup, come on.
It's not impossible. I mean, in 1930, we finished third.
Out of
You say that again.
1930, we finished third.
Yeah, we weren't alive yet
I know,
by a long
I
way.
know,
and I think was that like the 4-team tournament, a 6-team tournament? What was that?
I don't know the exact history. I just know we took the third place.
Yeah.
So I did something weird yesterday that I haven't done in a really long time. So
Squats. Oh, sorry.
no, that was Monday. So I have been looking for a gym bag, and I keep ordering from Amazon, and they get there, and I'm like, I don't like this bag. I send it back. So finally yesterday, I'm like, I'm just going to go to the Big Five. I'm going to buy a gym bag. So I actually walked into a sporting goods store.
Big
I
Five
said-
specifically.
Specifically.
Okay.
And
That's
I
so
said,
weird.
I like that bag right there. That's the right size. I'm
Yeah.
going to get it, walked out. I have not done retail shopping in a really long time.
Oh, I only do retail
forgot?
shopping.
Do you really?
Yeah. I don't shop very often, and when I do, I want it that very second. So I
Right.
will go into a store or buy clothes or a gym bag or whatever it may be. I need it in my hands in that very moment. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do not like, even if it's
Yeah.
just a day or so, like I don't like waiting
I
for
probably ordered like 4 bags and sent it back. I'm like, I don't like this.
You don't
I
like
don't
the
like
bags?
this. So I walked
Okay.
into Big Five, and there it was. And I bought a couple of World Cup hoodies when I was
Oh,
there.
Big
no way.
Five was
Okay.
probably having a special on tennis rackets,
Yeah.
ping pong tables, and BB guns.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
I think they've had the same promotion since 1984.
And buck knives.
And buck knives.
buck
Yeah,
knives.
they got those
Absolutely.
too.
So I
Yeah.
bought a couple of World Cup hoodies, and
U.S.
one U.S. and one just for the tournament.
Okay.
Okay, awesome.
With the trophy on it. And they said, you're the first person to buy World Cup gear.
Really? Wow.
And
okay.
I'm like, damn.
Where was it? Do you mind ask? Where was the Big
The
Five?
Big Five in Culver City.
Culver City.
Plenty
Okay.
of World Cup gear. Stop in. But I'm wondering has this thing gotten its vibe?
All right, I'll be the ugly American for half a second.
Okay.
I know soccer is far more popular than it used to be.
Yes.
I'm not here to say that I know people watch soccer. This is still not a soccer country. It's not. I
Right.
know it's better than it used to be, but if the Super Bowl were in town, you couldn't miss it. If the World Series were in town, you couldn't miss it. If
Because it's one game
yeah, but there's going to be matches here throughout the
Friday night, U.S. versus Paraguay.
Right. But and I'm not saying it's not a big deal. It is a big deal, but it's one of those things that unless you're invested, you're probably missing it, right?
Right.
I would answer not yet. I think the closer you get to the end of it, it'll be raucous.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of stuff going on all at once. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know where it kind of starts. Like you said, I know it starts on Wednesday, but that's today.
Today,
and that's
Mexico's
about
playing right now,
and
or
then
it might even be over by now.
Once we start getting to the knockout phase, when it gets really exciting, I think we'll start seeing some of it.
They say, there's 104 games, and they say it's 104 Super Bowls. Over 100 million people at least watch every single game.
I don't dispute that. I'm sure that across the world, the investment is massive.
Yeah.
Just here, it's less massive
to
the point of the Big Five retailer.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that kind of speaks for itself, no? That you're the first person to buy a hoodie. I mean, that's not, if you had Super Bowl gear, I think it probably moves. If you had World Series gear, it probably moves.
I wonder
NBA
if
Finals.
Maybe people are getting all their stuff from Dick's.
Could be.
And not from Big Five. That's possible.
We
Online
were
too,
just
like you
talking
said.
about that. I haven't been in a Big Five
It's been a minute.
For a hot minute.
Big Five has so much stuff.
Yes.
It's like packed. The walls are
It's
full
very,
of stuff.
and to the ceiling.
To the ceiling,
It's-
exactly
Yeah,
right.
no, Big Five has all of the not quite premium brands you want.
Right,
They have
right.
like that. They have the B tier of items that
Yep.
you're looking for, and it's usually pretty well priced.
Yep.
It's like
And-
the off-brand hardware store.
This segment brought to you by Big Five.
Yeah,
There you
you
go.
need a can of Penn tennis balls. That's the place
They're
you
there.
go.
Yeah.
I have a question. Why do you need a gym bag? I'm curious. Like,
Because when I leave the house in the morning, I'm in my gym clothes.
okay,
Go to the gym. Afterwards, I take a shower and
you shower up
I
there.
shower
and
at
then
the
you-
gym,
okay.
and then I have my clothes that I'm going to wear for the
You got
day.
a locker there?
No
okay,
locker. No locker, just a bag.
okay.
Just a bag.
Why not just go? You don't want to be in your car all sweaty.
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah.
that. I don't like that. All right, so tonight, Game 4. Ireland said it, and I am now on this same train. The winner of tonight's game wins the series. What do you guys think?
I think no. I
think no?
I think if the Knicks win, yes,
It's over.
because they're up 3-1 and they're really good, and the
Yep.
odds of them losing 3 in a row are very, very low.
Yep.
I don't think it's over if San Antonio wins tonight. I think it's a 2-2 series, and it's a jump ball at that point.
Right,
I-
but two of the three are not that
But-
home
but
court
that-
advantage has meant
exactly
much in
that
this.
that's the whole point, right? So if San Antonio wins tonight and evens it up at 2, nobody has won on their home court.
Right.
Now, you would think that, eventually that would kind of find its way back to the home
I'd
court
still
being some
rather
sort
be
of
home than
So
away.
would I, but it clearly in this particular series doesn't mean everything. So I think if New York wins tonight, sure, it's over. If San Antonio wins tonight, I think it's a toss-up.
DeMarco, did you think it should have been a flagrant when Wemby
Wemby?
just sort of smashed?
Probably, yeah, but
Jalen
I'm glad
Brunson?
it wasn't.
Yeah,
you
me
know,
too.
this is how I like my basketball. Just shy of Rikers. No, I mean, I like it when the players decide the outcome.
Shy of Rikers.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Just like when the players decide the outcome and not the officials,
Yes.
and we're not counting free throws. And I like that Wemby has some fang, to be honest.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
He's
I
got
love
a
that.
little bit
Yeah.
of a mean streak.
I like that.
I like that too.
Yeah.
Although we talked about with Momo the fact that he's going to be a villain with some people now. He's
Good.
developing into
Sure.
a villain.
You know who else
He
is
should
a
be.
villain? Wilt Chamberlain.
Right.
Yeah.
And I
He
would
should
argue,
be.
by the way, that everybody does. Every big NBA star, everybody was glazing him early in the year.
Yeah.
Now half the world hates him. It's the natural fame cycle.
Especially when you are 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
That there's going to be the backlash. Like on his ascent, everybody loves him because he's
Yep.
interesting, he's different. And now that he's knocking guys over, he's showing some fang, like DeMarco said, that he's very outwardly competitive, that he's going to tell you what's on his mind.
Yep.
That's going to rub fan bases of different teams the wrong, and that's fine. Not everybody liked Michael Jordan. Not everybody liked.
No.
Maybe the only guy that everybody kind of. I'm sure if you were a Celtic fan, you didn't love him, but Magic kind of.
Magic.
Okay.
Everybody kind of liked
Except
Magic,
Boston. He get
except
moved
for
there.
Boston.
He get moved
Yeah.
there. I was thinking, like, of the bigs, like every good big Hall of Fame big probably got booed on the road when they got announced,
Sure.
with the exception of Olajuwon. I bet no one boos Olajuwon. You know what I mean? I bet Shaq got booed for the way he played the game.
Sure.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
right.
Everywhere he went. Ewing probably got booed for the way he played the game. Somebody caught an elbow, but not the Dream. But I like it that Wemby is embracing that role. You are the biggest guy out there.
Yeah.
It should be messy when people come close to you.
So here's what I'm thinking. Tonight, Zach Zarba is the official. And apparently, he's a guy that lets guys play.
Good.
Now, we're coming off a game where I would imagine the Knicks are kind of pissed off over the way Wemby did Jalen Brunson and the way Steph Castle threw the forearm shiver at Jalen Brunson. Isn't this a tough night to let the guys play? Because I think it could get very physical. Like if I was Mike Brown, I would say, hey, Mitchell Robinson, go knock Wemby on his ass. I don't care if you get a flag.
Right.
Right. I have a theory about that. I think it does come down to coaching. It's who's going to be most aggressive early to see who gets the first call so you can set the tone. If I'm coaching, I want my guys to be first. I would say exactly what you said. In a football sense, first 15 is on me, guys. Go ahead. Go ahead and be aggressive. Set the tone, and then officiate it cleanly from there or evenly from there.
Right.
It can't be one-sided, but I would definitely force the issue, one side or the other.
I think this is going to be an interesting if he lets them play and they are pissed off and looking to make a point, I think at some point he's going to have to sort of grab the game and lower the level of physicality.
Yeah.
I think it could be very rough tonight.
It could get Rikers closer. What did you say? Rikers adjacent?
Yes.
Rikers
just below Rikers.
It might tip into that for half a second, but that's when the referee needs to dial it back. Blow a quick couple of whistles, get everybody back in line, and then kind of give them a little bit more rope after that.
Well,
let it go from there, your point.
Knock it off.
Right.
Next time, I'm banging you. You know what I mean? Just let them play, but keep control of the situation. Don't let it spill over.
Yeah, I mean, I think this game comes down to the bigs. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns, they had their most success when they were running the offense through him.
Yeah.
Wemby, when he's down in the paint, he does most of his damage.
Sure.
If you look at his three-pointers, he had 9 in game 1. He had 6 in game 2. He had 4 in game 3 because he played down low. And that's where he does most of his damage.
I know he can shoot threes. I know he's got a handle. I know he can run the floor. And it's amazing that he can do those things. Dude, you're 7.5 feet tall. Let's get by the basket. It does. Yes.
Bro, the ball should never come
just
down.
That's what I'm saying. Just throw it around there. I got a quick one for you.
Yeah.
How long did you live in New York?
2 years.
2 years. Did you ever get into Gramercy Park?
Never did.
Yeah, I was reading Momo's piece about Wembanyama, who was in Gramercy Park. First of all, I didn't know that you had that was incredibly difficult access. I didn't know that.
It's a private park that if you don't live in one of those buildings around
don't get in.
You don't get the key
Park is
to the
upscale?
park.
One day a year, they open the gates to the public for Christmas caroling. It's on Christmas Eve.
Yep.
And I had no idea, so I knew you'd lived there for a while.
Yeah.
You got to know somebody or live there.
Gramercy Park is
mostly live there.
Yeah.
It's upscale?
It's very upscale.
Really?
It's very exclusive.
Do you remember The Warriors, the movie? The movie The Warriors. Yeah.
Come out
The
and
biggest
play.
gang, the Riffs, they were called the Gramercy Riffs. Why would a gang come out of an upscale area?
Can't explain it entirely.
Okay.
I don't have that one off the top.
Okay.
I would have placed a bet that you had got into Gramercy Park.
Never got into Gramercy
All right.
Park. But
All right.
I'm a regular at Bryant Park.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that also exclusive?
No, it's wide open to the public. That's where I like to hang out when I'm in New York. All right, guys. What do you got coming up today? Getting ready for the finals?
DeMarco's going to blaspheme Freddie Freeman.
I am not going to blaspheme. Dude, I just have a couple of questions.
Are
there
you
go
kidding me?
again. See, you and Laura throwing me under the bus.
Are you kidding me?
I know, right?
That's amazing. I had a great stat about, I'm going to take a second and find it because it's really.
I have a football card worth $80. I'm so proud of it.
You were very excited. We looked up
super
DeMarco's
excited.
card values earlier today.
Yeah. Why did we get on that? Memorabilia, right?
Well, it's because I bought the question if Travis still collects cards.
Oh, yeah. So
Miss, you have
look
some
up.
cards.
I have so many cards.
Do you really?
Packed away.
Which?
Like I have, I used to buy them like stocks.
That's what it is now again.
It is.
Yeah.
So like I bought 25 Ricky Henderson rookie cards when they were not super expensive. I have so many A-Rod cards. It's
really?
Good for you.
And the big one is I was rooting for him to make the Hall of Fame because it raises the value is Frank Thomas. I bought 600 Leaf rookie cards.
That's a very specific choice.
Yeah, and they were the expensive ones.
Okay,
they're supposed to be worth $50 each, but like I can't spend them anywhere.
Right.
Like,
They
I
don't.
can't pay for this with the Frank Thomas rookie card. I
It'd be
tried.
amazing if you could.
It would be incredible.
Can't eat it. I guess you could.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to remind everybody that tomorrow you got to be at Commerce Casino for me and Andy Kamenetsky and Pepe Mantilla. We're broadcasting live tomorrow. Big watch party. Mexico versus South Africa. El Tree on the pitch. And come on out tomorrow. That's tomorrow at Commerce Casino. Me, Pepe, and Andy Kamenetsky. Guys, have a great show.
Thank you, sir.
Enjoy the finals. Keep track of the Dodgers getting ready to start, right? It's Shohei Ohtani on the mound in Pittsburgh.
Woo!
Yes, sir.
All that's coming up for you.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN.